business that you absolutely love, the sunshinedirectory.info. So please get on over there, get in there. Y'all welcome, come on in. I went ahead and invited our friends at the tube that is you. Flowery Girl says, Black women's kindness. Why aren't we the angry black mad woman? Isn't that what they call it? Exactly. It's like her divine alchemy says, they trying to make us the villain in their damn story anyway. Fine. Challenge accepted. You're not gonna be lying in our face like this. They're gonna catch the sharp side anytime they try to, they're gonna learn to stop messing with us, because anytime they do, they're gonna catch this. Y'all know how it is when you accidentally, like maybe you leave a little we might accidentally leave a metal spoon or something in something we cooking, and you pick that metal, ouch, and you drop it just in time. That's exactly what they gonna learn to do. They gonna learn. They got to get burnt a few times to like understand not to F with us. They truly do. So it's time for us to turn up the heat. It truly is. I hope y'all are ready to turn up the heat. If you are ready, if you're with me, some of y'all already know. Y'all put some flames in the chat for Aaron. If you are ready to join Aaron and I and the rest of the 92% in turning up the heat, please put some flames in the chat. I would really appreciate that. Y'all let me know if we're ready to cook these hoes with some gas. Okay. And thank you for the follow. Historically has proven, that don't make no sense. There are a lot of people that argue that men are the ones that can't truly lead, and that's why we're in the problem that we're in today. Thank you, Nikki Cinnamon. Y'all, thank you for that. And moderators, please, like, feel free to like get rid of people being problematic. Please feel free. Don't even worry about it. Nowhere in the Bible. Oh, they don't know where they are. I'm fully deconstructed. So I'm fully deconstructed. So that bullshit don't work over here. I'm very sorry. I'm sorry to say. I'm very, very, very sorry to say. Let me just go ahead and exactly. Oh, it's a passport, bro. Oh my God. Is it somebody that can't get any here? Is that what it is? The male loneliness epidemic isn't bad enough yet. That bullshit don't work here. Don't try to cite the old magic to me, which I was here when it was written. You talking to black women. You got the wrong one. You got the wrong invite. So anyways, thank you, Nikki Cinnamon. Exactly. Which is interesting to me, because the reason we are where we are is because we need more women leaders. Graham Platner is an excellent example. Black women nurturing Middle East boys said his mom and said, look for a black woman in America for protection. I need to let everybody know that that's a bad idea. Can't do it no more. Uh-oh, what is going on with my mic being off and on? What is happening? Let's try that again. Let's try that. Un más tiempo. Let me turn it off and then back on. Thank you for letting me know. Sometimes I wonder if it's the feedback from yeah, we need more women leaders, especially when it comes. Y'all let me know. Give me a thumbs up and let me know if sound is back and if it's a little bit more better. Yeah, we need more women leaders. There it is. Thank you so much. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for letting me know. I appreciate that. We need more women leaders, because if we did, we wouldn't have to worry about allegations about people getting drunk and then going to go rape their significant other, like with Graham Platner. When we have Supreme Court nomination hearings, we don't have to hear about people's like drunken nights, debauchery, pulling out their genitals and whatnot, shaking them at people and being sexually aggressive. We wouldn't have to deal with the Eric Swalwell having to drop out of the race because of his past shenanigans with staff people and younger women. We wouldn't have to, why do wives sleep? Just like they did during slavery. I'm just saying. Just like they did during slavery, and then wake up mad at the people that they're sexually assaulting. And they are doing everything they can. Is some people still doing everything they can to try to justify what the F. Graham Platner did? Is some of them haven't realized that, yeah, it's a wrap. Okay. Exactly. Mother of ritual. How many women leaders do you hear with stories like that? Phew. The worst thing they could, I'm trying to think of somebody like Katie Porter that was like disqualified. I mean, Katie apparently threw them hands and will yell and scream a little bit. I've heard she like knocked some stuff over and turned over tables. Oh, colleague, that was so nice. Drop my skincare routine. You look. Oh, thank you so much. Messy news. I absolutely need to do that because I do have a routine that I feel very proud of. That is very easy. Thank you. And I also, as a Black woman, as one of the founding voices of the 92% movement, host of the Sunshine Report, host of the Hey, It's Halicue podcast, and Dear United States of America, Black women have an obligation to stay hydrated and moisturized. Y'all know they want us dehydrated. They want us dehydrated and not moisturized. And as I say every morning, not on my watch. I don't know who they think they messing with. It's not gonna be nothing but clear skin. Hey Luna, what's going on? One of the one of the prettiest smiles on the internet. Come on in. Come on in, please. Drinking your water right now. Yes, indeed. Let's get these black girl vitamins, chlorophyll drops. I drink a glass of this every day. Y'all hold on for 1 second. Thank you. Can I please see some sunshine in the committee in the chat? I would love to see some sunflowers, some hearts, some little sparkles, like anything yellow, so we can clean the energy of the committee in the chat. We had a little bug in the water, real quick. Thank you all so much. Yeah, he's one of. Do you need a mod? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I do. I probably need to like update. I probably do need to update the mod list. Y'all, thank you so much. Please feel free to help me clean out the mess here. Let me write that down. Note to self. Y'all, welcome. Come on in. Good morning. Thank you all for coming to sit in the sunshine with me. This is a Sunshine Report. It is time to turn up our heat. We know who we are as a movement. Black women voters. The 92% refers to the way we show up at the ballot box. The 92% represents Black women voters, but voters that are like so much more. We are gifted with some unique skills, discernment, and some unique gifts, discernment, intuition, pattern recognition. All right. And we use all of these things to guide how we vote, how we wield one of the most powerful weapons we supposed to have in this so-called democracy. But the more we find out, the longer time goes on, the more we realize, oh, we were the only people that meant this shit. We were really the only people that meant it. We're the only adults in the room, and one of them Pharisees sounds about right. Y'all, thank you so much for helping me with the oh y'all, we only need 10 more ice cream cones. Could we come through with 10 more ice cream cones? Anyone that hasn't given an ice cream cone, thank you so much for sharing one with me. I appreciate it. Only if you haven't given one. I appreciate it. They're very cheap and cheerful. So thank you. I would love to knock that goal out. We got a few minutes left to like get it done. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate it. I would love to knock that out. Hey KJ, I got the little notification. I can't wait till it arrives. I'm going to do a cute little unboxing too. Thank you all so much. I appreciate that. Yeah, that did seem a little weird. That did seem a little weird. Yeah, thank you. Oh, Dr. Goldie, thank you so much. I definitely foresee a collaboration in our future. But y'all, welcome. It is time for us to turn up the heat, and I felt this way because of that last news that I read. Because sometimes I try to get ahead of myself. Thank you all so much. Did we get the goal? Oh my gosh, did it say we got it? Oh, it ended. We almost got it. That's all right, y'all. We were very close. Thank you so much for helping and participating with that goal. I'm gonna pin our daily heart me goal up there. Hey, Mr. Cass, another member of our super fan family. Thank you so much for being here. I want to see more and more members of the super fan family. I got some fun things planned for us coming up. So good morning to everybody. Today we are here to turn up the heat. We know who we are. We know what, as Black women of the 92%, what we believe. And we also know what we're no longer going to tolerate. All right. And we're going to teach everybody not to play with a hot stove. We're going to teach them today. All right. And here's something I want us to remember too, when thinking about this analogy of the hot stove. Like, what is a home? What is a nation without the hot stove? All right. The days of us having people just depending on us always giving free labor, us always getting in line, right? They ignore our warnings. They don't want to listen to us. They discount our Black woman's expertise, right? They expect our emotional labor. They always assume that we gonna come running to save they ass when they get their asses in a sling, like the way Tallarico got his ass in a sling. Everybody, by the way, speaking of Tallarico in Texas, did y'all see Ken Paxton just in London with his mistress? On the 4th of July. Did y'all see that? She's in some kind of cheesy ass gown running around London on the damn 4th of July. Seriously, if he loses that race, it's his own problem. Like, it's his own problem. We ain't had nothing to do with that. Did you see that mess? And here they are, and here, like Tallarico supporters over here, like giving us a hard time. He did get his supporters straight. It was a good interview. His is a mistress married? Of course it is. Because what? Where does the fish rot from? It rots from the head. Kimberly says, I'm from Illinois and I love listening to you. I'm proud to be. Oh, Kimberly, welcome. Y'all show Kimberly some love. Welcome. Yeah, girl. When I saw that, Ella, I was like, just in London with your mistress. You got a whole campaign to run, but you know why he's so footloose and fancy free? Hey, pals, mama. Y'all put some light bulbs in the chat for pals. Y'all welcome. Thank you so much for welcoming new members of our family. I appreciate you all so much. Come on in. Let me get the tapper going again over here. I had to plug in the iPad. Oh, you're so welcome. Welcome. Welcome to our community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We sit in strength and power and sisterhood over here. This is how we do it. And I'm so glad y'all are here. We got some fun news to talk about today. I shouldn't be talking about Mitch McConnell being brain dead, being fun, but the hell that man put us through. The hell that man put us through. That's when they really started winning. That's when Republicans really took over. I mean, we could go all the way back to the late 80s when Rush Limbaugh, when they got started with AM radio, where these motherfuckers could just listen to this shit like all day on AM radio. We could go back to the era of Michael Steele. And I was mad at Michael Steele yesterday, too. I saw a clip of Michael Steele looking like Humpty Hump. I used to not have nothing bad to say about Michael Steele, but I need us to always remember, and Black women, that's one thing I'll say. They always want us to forget. They want us to forget. I ain't forgetting nothing. Black women ain't forgetting nothing. Let's just consider ourselves the political griots. We ain't forgetting nothing. And Michael was on there talking about how the new game plan for the Republican Party, the new game plan is now a red scare, calling people communists. That's what they think. Yeah, Newt's contract. Thank you. See, historians, like women that know what happened. We've been paying attention this whole time. So they had some major breakthroughs. One of the major breakthroughs was AM radio. The fairness doctrine, making it so that all news stations had to cover both sides equally, even though one side was bad and wrong. We were too polite. Yeah, call me an elephant because I won't forget. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Seriously, they had some moments where they really started getting some momentum. Starting with you're right, with the contract on America, and in the 80s. Thank you so much for that Daily Heart Me. Thank you so much for the Daily Heart Me. In the late 80s, early 90s, Rush Limbaugh being on AM stations so they could just have their propaganda going this entire time. Fairness doctrine, making sure that, getting that both siderism, also both siderism as a bit of propaganda, saying that both sides are bad, both sides are liars. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, whenever I think about it. And one of the things that Michael Steele, who I'm not gonna ever let anybody, hey, Golden Road Collective. I love that. I love your name. Y'all know yellow is my power color. I'm wearing this sweater because Coach Dad likes it. I don't know why. He thinks it's very pretty. So I was like, okay, I will wear this for you today. Hey, Coretta, what's going on? And so Michael Steele, the problem I got with Michael Steele, now he's come over to some reason, but not after all the damage Michael Steele did. He was really smart too. Michael Steele was one of the ones that I believe was the architect behind getting started, infiltrating, and getting Republicans, undercover Republicans. A lot of times they would send women. A lot of times they would send brown or like ethnic looking like women or people to slowly infiltrate city councils and school boards, starting there in the political process. Michael Steele had a lot to do with that shit. He did. He had a lot to do with it. Oh, we got some movement in the chat over on the Tube That Is You. Y'all welcome. Mwah. Welcome to the Tube That Is You. Thank you for hitting the thank you for liking and thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Yep. Yes. So all of that Like all of that. And I was like, Michael, I'm never gonna forget that, bruh. Like you were head of the RNC and he did a good job. He did a good job bringing people into the tent. He was very, very, very effective in making the Republican Party part of what it is today until they kicked his black ass out. Right? Because they can't have what do they want? They want the labor, they don't want the leadership. And the last thing they were going to be able to do in the Republican Party is have a black man at the top of it. I knew that wasn't gonna last too long. So we need to also, even Michael Steele needs to be reminded as he sits up there. And I'm like, oh, now you're black, Michael. Okay. Who y'all think y'all talking to? Communism. Y'all can't even spell communism. I want to be like Michael. You know good and well one of the things that y'all actively did was to seek out the undereducated and the uninformed voter, Michael. Come on now. Come on now, Michael. Come on. You know you had something to do with that, bro. Don't act like you didn't have a lot to do with it, bro. Head of the RNC. You're not gonna escape accountability. Thank you, Dark Michael, for sharing out the live. Black historian is here from the panel. Hello, welcome. I was mad at Michael yesterday. I really was. And that's another reason I was like, we're going to have to turn up the heat. I'm not gonna let Michael just sit up there. As a black woman, 92% who can't spell communism at this point, even their side can't. No, they can't. And again, Michael, you were instrumental in bringing this shit about. Again, Rick Wilson, you were instrumental in bringing this shit about. Again, Nicole Wallace, you were instrumental in bringing this shit about. Part of the reason y'all base is as stupid as it is because of y'all. That was an amazing. It was, and it wasn't it a good panel this morning, pals. I was nervous. And I was like, I'm trying to be more regular and more consistent. T is here too. T, thank you for inviting me. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Yeah, try, but I'm a side eyeing. I'm not going to let anybody forget what the hell happened. We talked about this on T's panel this morning. These people, because our attention spans are so short, the things that these apps do to us, they get us to where we just need snippets of content. People don't read damn books no more. No one wants to remember and review. I remember everything. I grew up I'm a black woman that grew up in the 80s and in the 80s. Late 70s, early 80s. I remember everything, children. The gray matter was growing and learning and ticking. That's back when we couldn't escape into nothing but books. If you were a black girl nerd, that's all you had. You had 3 channels, one of whom was, oh my goodness, look at that. Thank you. That was beautiful. Thank you. Y'all, I needed a tea. Let me tell my new friends on live T, black historian. I'm like a child about the interactive gifts. I did not get birthday presents as a child. So like, no, seriously. Cause again, it was the 70s and 80s. Parents didn't have time for that shit. So they warm my heart. Thank you so much for sharing out the live. Thank you all for coming in. So they depend upon the Wayback Machine. They depend on our memories to be wiped. And in the past, in our political dialogue and conversation, we've been so damn polite. Oh, thank you. It was on T's Live this morning. It was such a wonderful welcoming space. Can I just say thank you from the bottom of my heart? Thank you. That's the kind of energy, we need. And I do want to say too, if there's anyone else that's joining us from that beautiful community, first of all, welcome. This is a loving, supportive space. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Y'all, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I appreciate that so much. This is a wonderful, loving, protective, informative, intelligent space for black women of the 92%. Wasn't that pretty? That was beautiful. I'm not going to act like I don't like a diamond. Y'all know it's about to be Leo season 2. No, thank you for having us. Coretta, thank you for lighting it up. I appreciate that. But we're not going back in the Wayback Machine. Oh, I am accepting kisses. I consent. Unlike Graham Platner's damn girlfriend. I had to tell Coach Dad about that because y'all know Coach Dad is from Maine. So we kind of got into it a little bit. And he was like, but, and he's like, well, now what's the story? And I said, don't be talking like, what's the story? Like, what's the story? I'm going to tell you what the story is. The long and short of it is we don't need to go past no further than that motherfucker got blackout drunk, went into his girlfriend's house and assaulted her. That's it. That's the long and the short. And the conclusion, and I'm going to keep saying this and screaming this. They go, hey, Silvana, how are you this morning? The long and short of it is they gonna catch these I told you so's. They gonna have to catch this. Black people and black women especially try to tell you. Yes, that's just how he operates. And also, I try not to be too hard on our party and our politics because we are the bad bitches of progressive and liberal politics. Y'all see that long, beautiful line? Everything, Aaron. Thank you for welcoming everybody in. Thank you all for welcoming our new friends that are here. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, I don't know what's not clocking to people. And again, but again, as black women, we're sensitive, we're intuitive, we got discernment. Like we can tell, we can feel. Like when we saw the information about the long blue line. It's a long, beautiful blue line. We are the bad bitches of progressive politics. People need to listen to us. That's why I appreciated T's space this morning because everything about it was centered on black women and just listen to us. If people would just listen, even if people can't absorb yet, I understand the stuff we be saying is difficult to hear. I get it. You know how I know this? Because my grandmother Myrtle, my maternal grandmother, may she rest, used to wear me out with telling the truth. I'd be like, Grandma, why are you doing this? You're so mean. She goes, that's because you can't handle the truth. I'm trying to tell you the truth about yourself, and I know it hurts. I know it hurts. So I know it hurts for people to people can settle down and listen. We gonna help. You ain't even got to do no work, really. Just listen to what we say and follow in the stream of our energy. Thank you, call that. I appreciate being invited. I truly do, because I know I can get a little bit spicy, and I know I'm hard on people, especially the sister and white women up here. Y'all got some work to do. But I believe in y'all, especially the ones that are aligned and ready to work. Yeah, telling the truth and seeking more of it. That's going to be something we do. That's going to be something we do. And they're going to catch the sharp side of our tongue, especially. And that's the reason I made our topic today what it is. Mitch McConnell, they say is brain dead. They say he is. Thank you for being live. And thank you again to T, Black Historian. Thank y'all so much for inviting me. It was wonderful. I look forward to doing it more. If y'all ever, I'm going to show up down in the chat if y'all want me. I'm very willing to keep these conversations going. It is very important. And people are going to catch, black women are turning up the heat. Oh, Tiff Critiques over on the tube that is you says, thank you for those rays. Thank you. I love seeing those rays. Rays are very beautiful spiritual animals. Do y'all remember seeing them at Moana? I think they're so beautiful. They really are. They're like, to me, they're the lions of the sea. And y'all know it's Leo season right here. Hey, D Kelly. We got one of the three Ds. Mother of Ritual says, guess I got to follow them because I love a good panel with my yes. And people need more of black women. That's why I say all the time that y'all come join us at Black Girl Podcasters on Friday at 4:00 Pacific Standard Time. We need more black women on the mic. More black women on the mic is what's going to lead us out of this. That's why I was so mad about that Graham Platner pick, because I know it. I know what they're trying to do with that. I know what they're trying to do. Oh, we need somebody. That's what's hot in the streets. Weirdo, masculine alpha men like oyster farmers. I learned all kind of shit I didn't even know. I didn't even know his folks kind of had money. I didn't know his ass barely got out of high school and he was expelled a couple of times. Can't learn, Nazi tattoos. That's enough for us to be able to make a judgment. That's the whole reason we choose. The whole purpose of a political process and them saying what were they saying, his supporters, everything in somebody's past. That's the whole purpose. You're supposed to be living a life of service. Ain't nobody saying you can't make mistakes. But your acts of service, your character, what you have proven your character to be. Tiffany, let me put you back up on there on stream one more time. Welcome. That's the whole purpose. You're not going to make me feel crazy because the body and the corpus of your life history and your work is a bunch of bullshit and is a bunch of garbage water. Y'all know when you empty the trash, I'm saying this because Coach Dad has been gone for 10 days and it was miserable having to deal with that trash while that man was gone. Y'all know the garbage water in the bottom of garbage cans? And you got to get out there and you got to clean the garbage cans. That's what Graham Platner's life has been, garbage water. And y'all mad at me because I'm like, but look at the garbage water. This man's life has been garbage water. Are we supposed to vote for him? We're supposed to get excited? Oh, and another critique that we got, and another reason people are going to get the heat from this stove. Again, Black women are the stove, and the stove is hot. People have to learn how to respect the stove. Y'all, thank you so much for tapping up the live. Thank you for sharing it out. I appreciate it. Thank you for your generosity. Every heart I see flowing, every time you all tap the screen, you tap the live, every time I see a daily heart me, anytime you all send me anything, thank you. I appreciate it from the bottom of my heart. It warms my heart. I know I have a lot of energy. Y'all know I'm a triple Leo. Y'all know Leos ain't nothing but Care Bears, and a lot of energy goes out. Y'all fill me with so much happiness and joy and light. There is no place I would rather be. That's why I was thrilled to sit on the panel this morning. I'll be thrilled to sit on again if the community wants to have me there. I appreciate it. There is nothing that feels better, especially after seeing that picture of that young Black woman who turns out, y'all, the woman is like 30 some years old. Black won't crack. I'm telling you. I thought that was a girl. I thought that was a young woman. I thought she was like 21, like 22. Especially after seeing her and just being beset and surrounded by enemies. That's why I'm like, you know what? The antidote to all of this for us, the thing that's going to keep us happy, healthy, shining, joyful, is platforms like this, the Sunshine Report. This is the daily politics joy and intel show that Black women of the 92% absolutely deserve. And whenever I start feeling the weight and it starts feeling heavy, all I got to do is come here. All I got to do is go live. All I have to do is find community of other intelligent Black women that care about this stuff and have been students of politics. There's Black women and not even into politics, but they're, hey, lion lady, but they're up to date on everything because being a Black woman in America is political. Everything about our existence is politics. Yes, we absolutely can talk about that strange fruit, our strange fruit epidemic that we're having. Exactly. Deserved, earned, and fought for. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, and we don't, yeah. As a group, statistically, we don't do that. We are having increases in numbers of Black men committing suicide, but our numbers ain't nothing compared to other people's numbers. And I don't believe I believe some of this stuff that's being labeled suicides are actually not become it. Thank you all so much. We do love Black girl astrology. Yes, consider becoming a super fan. Pals, thank you so much. Y'all put some light bulbs in the chat for pals. We call our chat in the Sunshine Report the committee, and our moderators and our the communities and my day ones, my back chat mean the absolute world to me. Thank you all so much. So please acknowledge them when you see them. We like to see demons for her divine alchemy. We like to see light bulbs for pals. We like to see flames for everything Erin Ashley. We want to see palm trees for Ocean Summer when she's able to get in here. Black girl podcasters. Black girl podcasters. I truly believe we need more Black women on the mic. I believe we need more Black women on the mic. I think all of these fucked up red pill, galoot men that are highly unintelligent, mediocre white men that just have the gift of gab, who think that they don't have to read nothing, that they could just spout off and repeat whatever it is they see, and how, well, I have an opinion and my opinion counts. That's why we here. Joe Rogan, Theo Vaughn, Fresh and Fit. We can even take it over to the left. I've been pissed. Hey, is that Bounty and Bliss? Girl, welcome and come on in. Do you have a podcast? Come hang out with us at Black Girl Podcasters. It is a space where we do a little 101 learning and support for Black women around starting podcasts, because we need more of them. And welcome, Michaela. Welcome. Is it Michaela? Michaela, girl, welcome. Come on in. So come hang out with us on Friday at 4:00. Also, are you a Black woman that has a podcast already? Girl, come promote your podcast. Come get some downloads and listeners. Okay. Do you have questions about how to start a podcast? How do you do it? What kind of tech equipment? What are the things we love about? What are the things you need to start a podcast? Come hang out with us. Mother of Ritual says, I'm ready to speak up. That's all I need to read. Come hang out with us at Black Girl Podcasters. We need you on the mic. We do. We need you. Michaela. Okay, right on. Thank you. If you're going to be an intersexual feminist, yeah, please act it. I really wish, yes, I'm finding, girl, yes, and promote it. Oh, Ella, AI coach, girl, yeah, you need to be promoting and let us help you. Hey, Alchemist, thank you. Did we achieve one of our goals? Awesome. Makes me very happy. Let me pin the lights. We're going to continue to light it up. I love when we achieve the daily heart me goal. That makes me sincerely happy. But we're gonna light it up today. Okay. We're gonna heat it up. Y'all, thank you. Thank you, Mama. Thank you, everything, Erin Ashley. Mwah. Thank you, Silvana. Thank you, y'all. And thank you for visiting the gift gallery. Y'all have almost filled it up. And it's just what is it, a Wednesday? I appreciate you all so much. All right. So they gonna catch this heat. It's okay for us to turn up the gas on the stove. And again, we the stove. We're the stove. Welcome. Come on in. Thank you for that daily heart me. We are the stove. All right. And we ain't got to apologize for being the hot stove. It's okay if people burn their hands a little bit, if they get a little tss, the way I hope they got when we found out about this Graham Platner thing and I made that video. When we got that mess from Scott Jennings and these other so-called Thune and all these other so-called Republican GOP leaders lying in our face. Lying in our face. Hey, Van Douglas, lying in our face about Mitch McConnell being alive and talking and having 20-minute conversations. Hey, people think I'm not gonna tolerate like people trying to treat us as black women as stupid as these other motherfuckers. Excuse my language. We got to be hot enough yet to burn the bacteria. Exactly. And we ain't got to chase nobody. We ain't got to explain itself. Everybody knows what the stove is. Everybody knows that the stove is, no matter what kind of house you live in, no matter how big, how small, no matter how fine, how grand, or how humble, is it a stove in there? Am I right? Is the stove not where everybody gathers around? Is the stove not the first place everybody check when they come in the house? What's cooking? What's going on? What time of day it is? People can tell what's going on in the house just by what's cooking on the stove. That's us. Okay. The stove doesn't negotiate the temperature either. It just exists. And if you respect it, you'll be fine. All children learn that. And this nation is going to have to learn that. If you ignore every warning, y'all know how mama's like, don't touch that stove. I'm over here cooking. Thank you, pals. I'm over here cooking. This grease is hot. I know you want to cook. I know you want to cook this bacon, but grease pops is hot. Mama's got it over here. The stove is hot. Don't touch the stove. Don't play with the stove when I'm not here. All right. If they respected, if people respected what black women say, you'll be fine. But if you ignore it and keep fucking with us anyway, you're going to discover why boundaries matter. You're going to discover why you need to pay attention. And you listen to us. Thank you, D. Kelly. You're going to learn. You're going to learn one way or another. And that is exactly where we are right now. 92%. That is exactly where we are. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have an update here. Tiff Critique says that Graham Platner is being bold. He refuses to just go out peacefully. That's because, girl. Okay, first of all, let me put that on stream. He's refusing to do that. Let me finish reading her comment. He's bold. He refuses to just go out peacefully. He's making demands, control, and power, like just like an abuser, just like an assaulter. But a little racism, a little Blackwater mercenary, no problem. That's right. I forget, one of the panelists today said that he was a mercenary. And I didn't know what she was talking about. Let me go look this up. Lord, we got a soldier of fortune running for Senate. And we don't think that would have been problematic. Man, like Mother of Ritual said, man, listen. Okay. This is where we are right now. But they thought because they're thirsty. I said this yesterday. Our party is so thirsty for something different. They will do anything. And I think it's because they know that racism is really what keeps this whole fucked up nation going. The racism, the fear of us always making us the scapegoat. And if they can't make us the scapegoat and they can't terrify us and drag us out of houses and send us to detention facilities, they'll pick another community to do it. Right? Because I think that both sides do understand that like racism is a part of it, and that they understand that racism gets people out to vote, and that's what they need to do to get people out to vote. So put a mustachioed oyster farmer, used to be mercenary, turns out violent rapist. Put him on the ticket because that's what's hot in the streets. That's what's gonna get people voting. I refuse. Like, I absolutely refuse. And that's where we are. And until people get it, they're going to catch the sharp side of our tongue. We're not going to turn ourselves down. We're not turning down the heat to make other people feel comfortable. We're not doing that anymore. Welcome, everybody. Y'all, this is the Sunshine Report. My name is Halicue Hannah. This is your daily political intelligence briefing created for and by Black women of the 92%. Ooh, let me catch this tea. What'd you say, Nikki Cinnamon? And if I miss a comment, put it back up there. Nikki Cinnamon says what her fine self says. Graham looks like he only showers on his birthday. Correct. 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 Golden Road Collective, I'm all in y'all's conversation. I'm sorry. Our nation loves it. Yep, loves races. They just need to be honest about it so we can move. Yep. They being honest about it. Yep. White male shaped equals good leadership. And the reason I wanna respond to what Tiff Critique says about how girl, no, the Black Girl Podcasters, girl, you're gonna show up on live at Friday at 4 o'clock. Y'all forgive me. Let me do a little hip stretch. Let me do a little back stretch. Let me do a little bit of back stretch. Um, yeah, they think that that's good leadership. Why does no one pay attention to the fact that if we had more women leaders, that this would not be an issue? Oh, thank you. 4 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. This would not be an issue. It wouldn't. Male shaped anything. And the reason he's not going quietly is because that is what abusers do. That is what they do. They can't go quietly. Also, the fish rots from the head. We have seated at the top of the executive and at the top of government, running everything, running legislative, judicial, and the executive. We have the most shameless, blatant ass example of never taking accountability and serial sexual assault, child sexual assault, child trafficking, just running around free. We got a Department of Justice that every day is widening the distance between law and order. Seriously, yes, we need to cut the racism and umbilical cord. I love that. Bounty and Bliss says Democrats are doubling down on their own form of racism to appeal to the moderates. That's why we need Black girl podcasters. That's why we need more Black women on the mic. That's why we need more Black women authors. That's why we need more Black women reading the news. Seriously, because the journalists are just starting to come around. And speaking of journalists, one of the reasons I got started with the topic and the reason I put it down there, Mitch McConnell is brain dead. Seriously, let's do it. Why not? Let's look at all the mediocrity, lack of intelligence, bad skin, bad outfits, bad takes that get millions of views, like millions of listens, like millions of downloads. They need Black women. And they don't vet these candidates correct, girl. Have y'all seen the consultants? They're all over TV talking about, well, we knew about some things. They literally they picked the Dollar General of vetting consultants. Thank you for the crown. I appreciate that. That's why we here to help Black women adjust their crowns. Yeah, completely abandoning their base. And who is their base, Bounty and Bliss? Us. 92%. That's why if they keep fucking around, we gonna become team independent. Y'all, thank you for sharing out the live. Thank you for sharing it out. Thank you for tapping it. That one guy with the shaky ass voice talking about Platner. Oh my gosh. They taught us how to vet and research candidate. Girl in grade school. Girl, wasn't nobody but us listening in grade school. In retrospect, when I look back over my Black girl nerd life growing up in Mississippi, y'all know I was a debate nerd. Don't let the smooth taste fool you. I tried to be a cheerleader for a hot minute to rebel against my mama, but my knees was against me. My knees, that's why I don't wear shorts. My knees, I got bad knees. My knees look like two inverted like parentheses. But I did a lot of debate, I did a lot of speech and debate, a lot of youth congress, mock trial. I will never forget coming back from a tournament where we won, and somebody that I bested in youth congress, young white man, kept trying to. I was like, bro, I already won the trophy, bro. I already won. I don't know what we doing. And he would be trying to pull out the Bible to prove his political points, to which I would always say, this is a secular nation, bro. This is a nation. We are not a nation with religion, and you can't show me no. I mean, and that's when I was a church girl too. Like I grew up in a church. I don't have any church hurt either. The kindest, nicest man like ran our little Presbyterian church. His name is Joe Rigsby. And I was like, that bullshit don't work on me. I don't know who you think you talking to. And I remember thinking to myself, and I remember being real self-satisfied. I am so glad that I'll never have to worry about somebody like that in Congress. That's who we got. Girl, I'm so not girl, I am very knock-kneed. When I walk, my sister always said, "That's the reason Halicue walks like this, because girl, my knees just be I be just be trying just I gotta walk in a way that I distract you from the fact that my knees are rubbing together, girl. Yeah, yeah, girl. I got knock knees for real. When my youngest had her ACL surgery, she's a footballer too. I was like, that's my fault. That's my fault. She got legs like her mama. It's a lot of lovely things about me. My knees and the shape of my legs is not one of them. I'm telling you. Now they're blatantly using religion to oppress us. These people, their base don't even understand the shit they talking about. These people are mad about birthright citizenship like Barack Obama made that shit up. Like Hillary Clinton came up with the concept of birthright citizenship. Like, we are outraged. I'm like, oh, that's been the rule since forever. Y'all's fuck ass so-called president, the stunt queen in chief. The reason I'm like, what the hell? Y'all, I'm so sorry. Coach Dad, these purchases keep coming up. And I'm like, oh, we're going to the Olympics. Y'all, we going to the Olympics. So Coach Dad is buying our tickets because like the announcement keeps coming up like this much money and this much money. And I'm like, this man don't ever spend money. What are these? What is all this? But it's for the Olympics. Yeah, Reconstruction reactivated. But the religion isn't really based on the religion. Of course not. That's when I began to deconstruct because I was like, who the F are they praying to? And why are we acting like we praying to the same God or entity? Also, I got a real problem with any institution that siphons and sucks off the life force of Black women, right? Yeah, they praying to Jim Crow Jesus, exactly. I was like, anybody that could ride around with sheets and shit and have crosses on shit and blow up a church with like little Black girls in it. I don't know what or who the F they're worshiping. All I know is that we don't get down with it. Like, we don't F with it in the least. We do not. Yeah, here we go. Tiff Critique says they want their own Trump-esque person. Indeed. Yeah, well, because white women show can't lead. I wish they would. I wish if white women could just start leading in their own homes. Thank you, Bounty and Bliss, for that. I appreciate that. If white women could just start leading in their own homes, we could be out of this in a year. We could be out of this mess in a year. White women, if y'all would get your sister in together. Get your sister in together. It's other white women out there actually doing the work. It's like some of y'all that's in alignment and doing the work. Y'all got some work to do. Okay? They do. They even change passages. You have to fit your narrative. You can try. It's futile. They started this by not choosing Hillary. Indeed. Can I just say, I would have loved a Hillary Clinton presidency. That's another thing. What's wrong with you when intelligence, competence, leadership, understanding what governance is a turnoff, is boring? That's some Republican shit. We shouldn't be trying to emulate that. Hey, girl. Hey, Cinderella. Hey, Cinderella. Come on in. That would have been a nice, boring ass presidency. I have to tell y'all, competence and intelligence in somebody like turns me on. That shit makes me happy. You know how like we as Black people are always looking to see if we can see a little bit of Black in somebody. Like, wait, they Black? They mixed? Like, what are they? Babies are born and shit. We be looking at fingernails and behind the ears. You know how we always like looking for ourselves. I'm always looking for intelligence in other people. That makes me feel good. Black women, it makes me feel good and strong. She would have got a second term. That would have been the most boring, competent ass presidency ever. Give it to me. That's one of the reasons I like Javier Becerra. And speaking of which, and one of the things I want to talk about in the news, y'all. Welcome, come on in. Crystal says boredom with competence and intelligence is the hallmark of the dump. Yeah. Indeed, they bored. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much, girl, for that daily heart me. Indeed. Y'all, come on in. This is a Sunshine Report. This is your daily political intelligence briefing creating by and for the 92% Black women and everyone who believes in protecting their peace, cultivating our joy, and building power strategically. Even though I get a little spicy, we don't really do outrage for outrage's sake. This is where we gather every morning to understand what is happening, decide what actually deserves Black American women's attention, and get back, or for some of us, for the first time, living rich, beautiful, fully dimensional. Look at that. Oh, thank you. That's so cute. Thank you, Bounty and Bliss. Oh my gosh, did we achieve I know we didn't achieve all of our gift goals. Did we? We got one more. We got one more. Oh, and then I can read a rest and inspiration reading from the rest deck. Y'all know we love the rest deck. We love Dr. Tricia Hersey. Thank you, Mystic Cass. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, Mystic Cass. All right, that's what we do here. Thank you. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you. Thank you, Bye Ford. Oh, I love these. It's like hugging pals. Pals, I can't wait till I get to meet you in person. Mwah. Mwah. Thank you, Dr. Lee. Everybody get it together. Dr. Lisa's here. Everybody get together. Everybody relax. Don't worry. Don't be stressed out. Our fearless leader, Dr. Lisa is here. Same. I can't wait till I can just grab you by the cheeks and give you a big kiss. Thank you all so much. This is a safe and loving space for the 92%. This is where we gather. No, seriously, I'm like, Dr. Lisa's here. I'm not crying, am I? I'm not. Sometimes I get really excited. Dr. Lisa is the fearless leader and the owner of the launcher. Mwah. Thank you, Silvana. Thank you. Y'all put a doctor in the chat for Dr. Lisa, please. Thank you very much. Thank you. And also, yeah, and let's see some flaming hearts. Dr. Lisa is the owner and the founder of our Creator Network agency. We are an agency of at least 100 Black and brown women and Mark, because we are inclusive and we have some people that are in alignment with us. Thank you for your daily heart, me, Dr. Lisa. She's teaching us to be better live hosts every day. She keeps us motivated and wanting to do better. So listen, I am so glad everyone is here. T, it's so nice that you're in here. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me on the panel. I like being on panels, y'all. Thank you for inviting me to hang out and to speak and for sharing your audiences and community with me. That is how we make things happen. This is a space where Black women, if there's anything we understand, it is collaboration over competition. We get that. We get that it's not some zero sum game, and like we can help each other. And T and inviting me to his community, I appreciate that so much. All right. But this is where we gather every morning to understand. Thank you for that daily heart ring on my buzz, to understand what's happening, decide what really earns our attention or deserves our attention. Because otherwise, thank you so much for the daily heart. Y'all have no idea how happy that makes me, seeing our community thrive and grow. We don't confuse reaction with strategy around here. One of the most important things and strategies that we do, and we decided we were going to do after the election of November 2024, is practice something we called organized indifference. We practice economic activism. We practice mental liberation, because our attention is valuable, our time is valuable, our money is valuable, our creativity is valuable, and our vote is going to have to be earned. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciated it so much. I was a little nervous, but thank you for having me. I appreciate it. And please, I'm going to be lurking down in the chat. And if y'all want to bring me up, I'm happy to do it. I believe that Black women's attention is valuable. Our time is valuable. Our money is valuable. Our creativity is something out of this world. And our vote must be earned. And these are things that for Black women, especially now, one of the panelists early this morning was talking about evolution and devolution. Black women are evolving at hypersonic speed. It is amazing what can happen if we actually take time to focus inward on ourselves. Look at what we were able to achieve and how far we've been able to drag this country towards freedom and liberation just by ourselves, just being overworked, tired, under-resourced. We're changing all that because we realize and we understand what we can achieve being rested, being strengthened and empowered, finding our voice, starting your podcast, starting the blog, writing the book, being in community with like other Black women. We see what we can get from that. So as always, thank you. Welcome in. Check in with one another. Say good morning to your 92% sisters. If I say something that resonates, thank you. Thank you for sharing the live, reposting it. Thank you for adding to your story. You are absolutely correct, D. Kelly. We are keeping our money in the community. We're on the verge of doing a wealth transfer like our community has never seen before. I love this. And it's happening and it's working. Y'all, I found myself a new person to cut my hair. I found a new Black esthetician I'm gonna be going to in Oakland, and a new Black nail salon, and a new Black nail artist. There was another black woman that reminded me, we're gonna stop calling them nail techs. We're gonna start calling them a nail artist, because some of that art they working on is amazing. I've also found other black women that love press on nails. There's a whole black girl press on community I'm gonna be bringing to us. We're taking back control of over $7 billion that black women spend on our beauty, on our hair. We spend proportionally as much as 2 to sometimes 10 times more than our other peer groups, white women, Asian women, Latina women. And speaking of, thank you, pals, for pinning that. I appreciate that. I want y'all to add your businesses to the Sunshine Directory, please. Speaking of, so pals has got that pin. Thank you so much. You found a black nail salon 2 miles at sea. All we had to do was try. All they had to do was dare us. I know that man is upset. Y'all remember that Asian man that got online talking about, well, fine, boycott us, watch and see what'll happen to you. I'm like, woo. We did some return to sender work on him. Hey, Dr. Goldie, thank you for coming back in. I love when y'all come in and out because it means that y'all care enough to like come back to see and check on the conversation. Now let's talk about what has happened and what transpired. I already told y'all I was mad when the GOP leadership. Ooh, we have another comment over here on the tube that is you. Thank you so much, and thank you for sharing on the tube that is you, and hitting that like button and subscribing, girl, and sharing it out. Yes, I know it's a creator agency for us, by us. I think we're one of the best creator network agencies like on TikTok. I truly believe that. And Tiff Critique says this reset has been so exciting and necessary. Wealth transfer, pragmatic voting. Yes, wealth transfer, pragmatic voting, and prioritization of our needs. That is the formula. That's the 92% formula. That's why it feels so good in here. If you ever find yourself like, why does it feel good in here? I feel informed and motivated. I'd be asking y'all on a bulletin board, please subscribe to my bulletin board. It's called Sunshine Central, because that's exactly how I want this show to feel. I want it to still feel like black women sitting in the sun with each other. That is what we deserve. Silvana, we have a pin. Pals, thank you so much. Said boycott them while they wear in basic starter set. Get it. Indeed. Indeed. I posted a whole list and I have a link with all the black banks across. Girl, Dr. Goldie. Okay, we're going to have to link up, and we're going to have to find a way. I want us building these directories. I love that. I love hearing that. If our communities share and build these resources, I know it's a black girl, Tony Stark, one day that's going to come up with something that helps us link them all together. And then we're going to have these resources available to black women in the black community all over the United States. It's going to be a digital green book, except for everything. I can't wait. I believe it. I know in my spirit we can do it. TikTok has been doing that. If you let it sit, it auto backs you out annoying. Oh yeah. Girl, it's in your group. Okay, right on, girl. I'm gonna have to start crawling and stalking your page. I'm gonna do that. So y'all, let's get into a little bit. Anybody awesome. Girl, let's get into what happened overnight. So we got started with, first of all, did y'all see this? Her Divine Alchemy told me about this. Y'all, stunt queen in chief. And for folks that's new here, y'all welcome. Thank you all for sharing out the live. Thank you for liking the live. We're already well over 100K likes. We might get up to 200K likes today. This man was talking about Nicki Minaj. Papaw is that tempo, what do they call it? Frontal lobe dementia has got him. He was, we're going to get to the disaster. I know she didn't. She went to the White House for lunch. Y'all, stunt queen in chief calls Nicki Minaj MAGA so hot as rapper visits the White House for lunch. I literally feel a little vomit in the back of my throat. Just a little bit. The stunt queen, thank you, but at the same time, girl, why you put this on my timeline? But we need to talk about it. Thank you, Her Divine Alchemy, Truth Better. Yeah, y'all, stunt queen in chief lusted over. See, I stopped myself. Oh, I'm getting so much better at this. The stunt queen in chief, and that's what I call him for those of us that are new to the community. I call they president. I don't say y'all's president because I'm talking to black women here, but they president, the stunt queen in chief, because that's all he do is perform stunts. Can't govern. I don't believe, and we were talking about education and antecedents of Graham Platner, and one of the panels was saying how Graham Platner like barely got out of high school and was expelled a couple of times. That man, he may have gotten a diploma from Penn, but I know that I'd be so close to calling him the N-word. That ninja, I know he ain't never studied nothing. I know he didn't earn nothing that he was awarded. It was so crazy. So y'all, stunt queen in chief lusted over rapper Nicki Minaj. Itty Bitty Piggy and Red Ruby to Sleeves were two of my favorite songs. Who just said anybody can get it? Ooh, the way I had to delete Nicki from my playlist. We can say goodbye to anything. I'm telling y'all, they fucked around, and ever since Black women got rid of Target, we can say goodbye to anybody. Lusted over rapper Nicki Minaj during a lunch at the White House Rose Garden patio. I know Jackie Kennedy is rolling in her grave, calling the controversial singer not a citizen, by the way. So hot. The 80-year-old president, it's also what they say in The Color Purple is also trifling and confused. It's all so gross. The 80-year-old president gave the 43-year-old Anaconda singer, whom he's grown particularly fond of after she embraced the MAGA movement, a shout out during the White House event on Monday. We also have a woman that is so respected and so hot and so great and such a great friend of, I don't say conservative, of common sense. Ooh, Nikki. See, that's what them drugs will do to you. That's what that cocaine will do. I know I need a Clorox bath. Ew. Exactly. Respected by whom? So respected and so hot and so great. He is the disgusting, licentious, vulgar, and vile old man. Could you imagine President Obama doing President Obama made a vague reference to Kamala being remotely good looking, and no one could stop talking about it. Can you imagine? He's so venal and he's so vile. He also, that tells you how he feels. He's a sexual assaulter himself, and a child abuser and a child trafficker. All right. Never cared for her. It was always something strange about that. Y'all, I gotta be honest, y'all. I knew she was like Trini to the bone or whatever. I know she wasn't a citizen. I gotta be honest. I know that. Oh, and don't forget the Aisha app. Tiff Critique says, don't forget the Aisha app, AI created by a Black woman for Black people. Oh, excellent. Let me write that down. Let me write that down. Somebody please put that in the Sunshine Directory, the Aisha app. I love that. I love that. If R. Kelly produced the soundtrack in the 90s and we dropped him like yeah, can go. I had to tell my daughter, one of my daughters loves that Step in the Name of Love song. This little girl ain't but 22 years old when that song comes on. And I had to tell her, I was like, girl, you're going to have to sit down. We don't dance to that song. One of these days, and that's when she started watching the Boondocks. Yeah, her aura was always off. Y'all, I didn't even know. What did Bounty and Bliss say? I don't want to miss anybody's comment. Correct. Absolutely correct. Just vile. Thank you. Thank you all for picking up. And thank you for being the title gifter. Thank you. I love that gift so much. It reminds me of pals. He's a vile, licentious, disgusting man. And he refers to our country as hot. We have one of the hottest countries. Now, so what does that tell us what he thinks about us as a nation? Y'all remember how he talked about his own damn daughter? What are me and Ivanka having? What do we have in common? Sex. Can you imagine? This is who he has always been. He is so disgusting. So that's one of the first things. Thank you to her Divine Alchemy for pointing that out. Her Divine Alchemy was like, bitch, you need to talk about this tomorrow. And I was like, you're right. I do. Ew. He's so vile and disgusting. Y'all, I turned off my Nicki Minaj playlist. It broke my heart. But again, after Target, I realized I could do anything. I did. I realized I could do anything. Yeah, and the truth of the matter is, and this is what I believe. I ain't got no proof. I believe she's going off them drogas. I believe that man also a serial assaulter, that she's a convicted, adjudicated rapist and child sexual assaulter too, that she's married to her brother. She is in a dark place. She is in a glass cage of emotion. And I would have been able to have some human milk of compassion and some empathy, but you F around and you pick the Rethuglican side, that's it. It's a wrap. A pedo for real, a PDF. I think she's trying to, yeah, girl. Yeah, Dr. Goldie. Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. She's trying to get a green card for that man who I believe is abusing her and I think takes advantage and keeps her high off them drugs. I'm gonna start talking like my grandmama, allegedly. That's what I believe is going on there. That's what I believe is happening, like right there with that. So yeah. Y'all know, y'all know when your mama tells you, and also I have a little bit of who knows. I also have some hardening in my heart around different communities, these like recently immigrated communities that talk shit about us, about black people, about black American people, talking shit about our children, aligning themselves with whiteness as a way to, I don't know, think, I guess they gonna get invited into the fold. That's not the way it works. You heard he was stealing from her and yeah, and control her money. Absolutely. I believe it. That's what they do. That's what they do. Tale as old as time. Take a woman star, somebody that probably has been neglected and abused in her own past, growing up, that has trauma. Attach yourself to her. She married a shooter, I think, because she thought she would always need some kind of protection. Meanwhile, whole time he's got his foot on her neck. Yeah, indeed. They believe that being a black American is subscribing, yeah, to indeed. Indeed. Yeah, that's her. It's her Ike. There you go, mother of ritual. Well done. The lust for white. It's disgusting. And they truly, and like I said this a few weeks ago. Let them have it. Stop calling us African American too. I went along with that shit in the 90s thinking that's what we're supposed to do. I'm American. I'm black. As mean as people want to be down and as fucked up as TikTok wants to be by the way it categorizes like my videos and like my content. I'm a black woman from Southern Mississippi, 4 black grandparents, go back at least 5 generations, Mississippi and North Cackalack. Nah, you seriously, that's where my people come from. It's gotten to where I'm like, you know what? If y'all want to be talking shit about us, that's our problem. We too warm-hearted, we too generous-hearted, we too good nature. We always trying to bring everybody into the fold. Come to find out, people go home talking bad, if not worse shit about us as the white folks. Seriously. So they can have it. Louisiana, Tennessee, put the bona fides in there. Where y'all from? Where y'all's people from? Mine from Mississippi. Some of us got as far away as Milwaukee and Chicago, but otherwise that's me and my people. That's where we from. We from Mississippi, and we different. And you're right, and we ought to be proud of it. I love the fact that we have turned around and we are embracing our our enslaved ancestors. Oh, they feel so honored and uplifted by us. The Carolinas, right on. She treats I'm just all in y'all's conversation. Other women like, mm-hmm. Indeed. Yours migrated to Chicago, mine did too. From Mississippi, Louisiana, Arkansas. Here we go. Tennessee. Thank you. Mine from Mississippi and Georgia. Migrated to Ohio, Illinois, Pennsylvania. And I feel like stop calling us African American. That was our mistake for embracing that. I don't know what the fuck we were thinking at the time. Ooh, Golden Road Collective says from Florida, Georgia, migrated to Detroit. Excellent. You can trace your daddy side back to the 1750s. I'm here. Mississippi to I love this, y'all. This makes me so happy. Mississippi to Michigan. Coach Dad said he's going to take me to the Barack Obama Presidential Library coming up soon. He's going to be doing some research on Ralph Metcalf for his book, and I hope for a screenplay he's writing, and I get to go visit. I hope there's some kind of digital or leadership for like new media and Black people there. I can't wait. Texas, Louisiana, Alabama. I am so proud. Ooh, Solon all day. Over on the tube that is you, FBA Solon. Exactly. Solani all day, baby. Texas, baby. It gets hectic. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So to hell with Nicki Minaj, girl. I feel for you, but you have chosen your side. Cool. And to these other marginalized communities, so-called people of color that I don't want to be grouped in with no more. Just call us Black. That's fine. Black, Black American women. Fine. Just another way to other us from being American. Don't see them calling themselves. Exactly. And they mad they can't get rid of us. These other marginalized communities are mad they can't get rid of us. And I want to be like, I don't know what to tell you. We are blood bound to this country. But whether they want to know it or not, our blood is mixed. Our blood and our sweat is mixed into the sweat that made the bricks that built the foundation of this nation. We can't go. We're not going nowhere. And again, the Mother Ritual said we tried to warn y'all. We can't. Black women of this nation. When I think of how we have bled and we have sweat into this land, that's why them plantations are setting on fire. Fire by purification. Yeah, you lay down, you stay down. Yeah, we not going nowhere. We're not going nowhere. They're gonna be dragging y'all because they can't get rid of us. If they could have gotten rid of us, they would have. They would have. Yeah, the soil literally, thank you, Cinderella. It literally has our blood in it. I told y'all about when I visited that plantation that time and I had to spend the night. Did I tell y'all about that? I told y'all about that. Y'all, when I tell you, I was nervous as a hoe in church. I was scared as a cat on a hot tin roof. When I tell you the ancestors were alive, the wailing, the moaning, the whole time, I was like, I bless you and I honor you and I honor your sacrifice. Please just let me and my children just get through this night. Girl, spend the night, girl, at a plantation. It was where Beyonce filmed. We were doing a whole tour through the South. We were taking taking my oldest to see colleges. I was visiting my family in Mississippi. We took the Southern Living magazine. Coach Dad charted out this whole course. We went to Tuskegee. We went to where I was born in Greenwood to show the girls. And because he knows I love Beyonce, he's like, "Where can I take her to a place, girl?" It was where Beyonce filmed. What's the video where she's running through the sugar cane? Y'all remember that video? That's where she filmed that video. Girl, oh no, exactly. When I tell you the whole night, nervous as a hoe in church, I just please let me and my children pass here through the night. I bless you. I honor your sacrifice. I see you. I feel you. I acknowledge you. Deja vu. Thank you. I was up all night, the wailing, the moaning, and I was like, I see you, I hear, I know, I understand, I bless you, I honor you. Girl, that's why when these plantations started like just bursting into flame, and I believe it's gonna be more, when they start bursting into flame, I'm like, yep, the ancestors are alive, we're up, we're awake. Y'all remember when that happened? That was around the time we were becoming Black women of the 92%, and we were really feeling it. I'm telling you, we up. I didn't mean to make it too spiritual. We talk about spiritual and astrological and Black girl astrology subjects on Fridays. I'm gonna try to get us an activation at 3 o'clock before Black Girl podcasters on Friday at 4 o'clock. All right, more news. Mitch McConnell, what I want to talk about. Mitch McConnell, I believe, is brain dead, is in the upside down. And I don't believe for a single second he is talking to anybody. And I don't appreciate being lied to. Which is why I said that was Jesse Jackson fooling us. Yeah, we're proud Black Americans. Why did Jesse do that? Why y'all guess he did that African American thing? You're right. I forget about that. I don't know. I don't know why we did that. Yeah, he is in the upside down. Girl, I should have, but I didn't know if I should. I'm real careful about where I take dirt from. Or do you mean take with me or from? I was scared to take some from. But in Mississippi, I got plenty of dirt, girl. I got plenty of dirt. Y'all want to talk about dirt on Friday? Y'all want to talk about we can talk about dirt on Friday. I'm getting ready to go back home too this summer. I'm getting ready to go back home this summer because I also got to go to Atlanta, Georgia for the National Association of Black Journalists. They invited your girl to hang out with the Black Guy Who Tips podcast and talk about new media. I'll be talking about that more. Jesse Jackson wanted to be Martin Luther King and never got over it, and so his ego caused him to do that. I always wonder where that came from. In the 90s, when I was in college, that was what we were doing, calling ourselves African American, and we done with that. Just we black, descended from our enslaved ancestors, which as far as I'm concerned is starting to be a badge of honor around this motherfucker. Seriously. Really. Forgive my language. I didn't mean to say that. Really. My grandmother was a teacher and went to the school and complained about the term. Yeah, my grandmama didn't like that term. She did not. I'll never forget. She goes, I would really truly rather be called colored, because she goes, than that. I don't know what that is. That is not who we are. That's not where we're from. Turns out she was right. Nailed him to the T. Seriously. My grandma had a problem with that. My grandma didn't like that. Hey, Blacker Tony, one of the official gentlemen of the Hey, It's Halicue podcast and of the Sunshine Report. Y'all welcome. Come on in. So they lying to us about Mitch McConnell. And the second somebody tries to lie about that, y'all just Just hit them, burn them. Let the stove burn them. That's what I had to do last night. How dare they sit up and lie to me? That's why we're not watching these shows. And thank you all for sharing out the live. Could we do a little reset real quick after all the sacrifices they made to build this country? Exactly. I heard your Golden Rod Collective says, I heard a European guy say what he thinks of America. He thinks of black people. Ooh, by four said, I'm black. Pro Africanism is a way for others to ride our coattails. Exactly. And a way to skin walk us. And now everybody's like, where's all the solidarity? And I'm like, we could ask y'all the same goddamn question. We're tired of competing in that. We know the truth. We can tell y'all it don't matter who you marry, it don't matter where you live. Ain't no assimilation into I don't want to. I forget it. We're the blueprint. I 100% get it. I have always suspected it, to be honest, ever since I was a little girl. I remember hearing the shit they would say about black women and how we this and we ghetto and we lazy and da 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 da. And I was like, that's very interesting because anytime I've ever been rescued, it's been by a black woman. Anytime the family was ever in trouble, you know who came to say today? My grandmama, my aunties, my mama. I know to this day, it don't matter what kind of drama or situation I have with my family, you know who gonna come pick me up? My sisters. It ain't never been nothing but black women that showed away from me, right? Because they co-op that BS until they need us. Indeed. The only people that have ever come to the rescue and have ever rescued the collective black women. Voter registration drives, you know who was doing it? Black women. Running the church, souls to the polls, family night supper, black women. Bail funds, like it's always been us. That has always been us. Shout out to the grannies. Hey, it's the main Darian. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Everybody relax. Everybody calm down. Can I say while Darian's in here, Darian, I'm on a weight loss journey and you have been effing up my weight loss journey because these crispy, hot, freshly fried out the grease receipts you have been handing us every day. I ain't been doing nothing but just eating just piping hot, crispy, crunchy receipts for 48 hours. The main Darian's one of the hardest working men on Beyonce's internet. I'm just like, it's like a beignet. It's delicious. These receipts, they crispy, they flaky. You know what I mean? You know when these Darian's receipts are so good. You know when you get like a good biscuit, like just all the layers and how crispy and crunchy it is. Ooh, it mess my whole diet up. He gonna do the work. I just be sitting there like, I was like, her too. When you pulled out Sunny Hostin, I was like, oh no. I am full up. Hardest working man on the internet. Seriously. Makes me proud to say I'm a live host. I'm just trying to be like you. I'm just trying to learn some of the best work ever. And you know what I love about it and what we're gonna do and how I'm gonna follow your example? You're the reason we came up with the Sunshine Directory. I was like, our platforms, this is why they don't want us on this app. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart, y'all. This is just one of the best. He is one of the best communities. Keep me inspired. That's why also when people are like, well, what about black men? I was like, are you kidding me? My favorite mutuals on here are black men working harder than anybody else. We got Darren. Darren is giving me receipts stacked up to here to just be like, Darren. I said the other day, I was like, you know this. I was like, this is a man that plays spades. He is spade heavy. Darren is like, take that receipt, take that receipt, take that receipt. I know the video is gonna be good, and you coming with hot tea when he don't even say nothing on the video. He just be sitting there like, and let these people speak. Thank you. Also, Virgo Nation, yes. Thank you for saying that because I was like, y'all know Beyonce was my favorite Virgo, but you want to understand the powers, the superpowers of a Virgo, please tune into this man. That's why when they're like, what about black men? I was like, what about them? They're some of my favorite people on the internet. They doing the work. They doing the work. Happy to be in community with them too. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being here and being such a wonderful example. You're one of the reasons we had the Sunshine Directory to be doing something for our community, actual resources. The main Darian's page has an entire job directory, from all over the world. So thank you from the bottom of my heart for your example and also for making me laugh. There's sometimes I literally have thrown the phone My husband's like, "Who was that?" I was like, "Main Darian, my big brother in my head." The lady in Houston who's working on Black Wall Street directories, Meta account got shut down. Of course they did. The same way they tried to shut down the black women that were a venture capitalist firm for like black women. Couldn't have that. Can't have no venture firm for us because they know we gonna embarrass them. And another creator was saying CBS is an example. CBS got rid of all the black talent. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you all for tapping the live. Thank you all for being here and for sharing with us. Um, Fabulous. And what the girl is, I'm telling you, it's people making their own apps right now. The thing that I'm really looking forward to. That's why it's important for us to be doing the vibe coding, creating these directories, creating the job boards. Just left my corporate job at Robert Mondavi. Girl, go find the main Darian, get on the main Darian's page and catch them job listings. Them job listings be flying hot and heavy every week. I've been sending people over there. It's also going to be important for us to be doing this networking too, because that's how these children get these jobs through networking. Oh, the SIP app. We need to start migrating. We're going to do it. I know we're going to do it. In my mind, there's going to be a little black girl genius. It's basically Tony Stark that done some shit where she snaps her fingers and all these resources and directories are going to be able to work together. I'm glad you said that. I didn't know I needed. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, get on that job. I'm telling you, jobs everywhere are coming in. Like you'll be in the live. Aaron helped out with it a little bit too, a member of our community. I made sure to hire a few people before I left. Indeed. Did you see what Rolling Stone did and fired a majority? Yeah, they're trying to purge, they're purging us, but CBS, but girl, they hiring back again. And another black woman creator said this. They got rid of when you get rid of black people and talent. Coach Dad just said this last night because the lanky Libra started her job a month ago, like right after graduation. Right after graduation, girl kicking ass. Like the CEO was like posting about her and saying what a wonderful job she's doing or whatever. And Coach Dad said this because he's kind of, he's her job and finance like coach. He's like, let this be an example to you. A company is just a company. Anyone can buy a company, replicate a company, redo it, but talent is what's important, like human resource and human capital. People talk about like AI coming. We're about to have like a huge backlash in a lot of ways when you get rid of black women, when you get rid of the people from corporate or any entity, any institution, any job structure. We're the most valuable people in the place. Why? Because each and every one of us have been told when we were little girls we were going to have to do what? What did Olivia Pope's daddy tell her? You're going to have to work 10 times as hard to get half of what they get. Yeah, smart man. Like he's so wonderful. I love him. I really do. That I really do. He is just the best at. They're doing it, but can't do the work without us. Yeah, we're the workhorses, and we're the creativity, and we're the fire, and we're the life of any environment we walk into. So if you get rid of all of us, it's not going to do nothing but what? Expose the mediocrity and the bullshit and the people that's pretending to work. Y'all ever, each and every black woman alive that's had to work in corporate, y'all been around people that's pretending to work. If you're a Virgo, especially, I know the work environment and academics must be hard for y'all because y'all don't like letting people fuck up a project. Y'all will be like, here, just let me do it before y'all let somebody fuck up your reputation and your name. What they gonna do without us? The institution's gonna crumble and fall. It's gonna degrade. It's not gonna make as much money. It's not gonna be. You remove us. That's another reason the federal government is failing. By the way, y'all come close. We don't have a functioning government right now. We don't have a functioning government. We don't. Just letting everybody know. Okay. We don't. Why? Because you removed a gajillion black women from the federal workforce. Hey, Kate Styles, welcome. Thank you for your harmony. Yeah. Girl. Yeah, Papa Pope always had a word. Indeed. It's going to come back around. It's going to ricochet, especially since they're ready to get back. They're ready for people to go back to the office. And also, they don't want to work. They don't want to work. You can hear them. You can hear them. Yeah, this girl, don't even worry about it, Kate Styles. We got started a little bit late today. They don't want to work. If you want to read some weird shit, go read a federal gov job application online. I believe it. I believe it. Yeah, they don't want to work. You can hear some of the poll ones. Well, these Mexicans and these immigrants come in and then they work that hard, and I don't want to work that hard, and then they work for less, and they like it's doing something to them. Yeah, I worked corporate for 5 years. They don't work. So then, when all the black women, all the talent, all the DEI is gone, affirmative action is gone, and this is something else that was brought up in the roundtable today in the panel discussion here too. Y'all, the white men are not getting into college and are not going to college. They fucked around and got rid of DEI, and affirmative action was keeping shit 50-50. Affirmative action and DEI was keeping college entrance and application pools. It was keeping it even 50-50, giving them more shots than they deserve. It turned out white women and white men were a lot more the beneficiaries of that shit than they ever let on. Yeah, and they don't know how to work. Thank you, Sabrina. I'm sorry. It's been bred out of 'em. Have you seen? They were laughing at me. I mean, laughing with me. They weren't laughing at me at the panel. But y'all know the way I call them spindly leg incels? The work has been bred out of them. They don't know. They don't know what to do. They can't compete. They don't know how to get a job. They don't know how to keep working. They ain't got no resilience. They ain't got no grit. They don't have stick to itiveness. And they mad at us. They're mad at us, spindly legged incels. You ever seen these weird looking boys? They can't look people in the eye. They mad at women and girls because they don't know how to talk to girls. They don't know how to work. They don't play no sports. They living in their mama's bed, like they don't know how to work. It's been bred out of them, and now they mad at us. And these parents are walking around. That was another lesson of Nolan. The young man that we lost, Nolan Wells. These parents, even affluent parents, even the parents that are supposed to be so-called progressives, they are jealous of our children because they've been raised by us to work and to be, to be talented and to shine. To be talented and to shine, please learn to speak English. Wait, who are you talking to? Ooh, the male loneliness epidemic ain't nearly lonely enough for me. The people coming out from under the stairs looking at exactly. It's been bred out of them. That's another reason, y'all know this is conspiracy theory shit. Okay, y'all come close. Coach Dad don't like me doing my conspiracy theory shit. Thank you, Aaron. Thank you, Mama. They don't like me saying this. This is why they mad, and this is why they trolling. It's been bred out of them. And there's like a lot of white men that like decided to go MAGA because they don't understand it. They don't understand why their sons, and this is with especially a lot of affluent people, they don't understand their own children. They don't understand why they can have all the money, they can have all this education, all this access. Their sons still come out spindly legs and can't cope, too anxious to go to school. They're mad that their kids are gay. They're mad that their kids are trans. That's another reason they end up becoming MAGA and Red Hat and all that because they don't understand and they think by becoming, hello, AJ, they think by becoming a part of them and the Republicans and that movement is gonna make shit better for their weird ass sons. It's been bred out of them. It's scary and it's sad to see. Yes, they really believe they inferior. I be looking at them. I'm like, my little scary Scorpio could rip a hole through you. You met one of mine on a soccer field, they gonna punch a hole through you. Mine will run through you. Ooh, and ever since my children were little, I will never forget this. At my daughter's little school, y'all know how they do the mile race. And my daughter was, what can I say? I married a D1 athlete. He ran track and field for Dartmouth College. His event was the 400 and the 800 and the mile. My children got the athletic ability from that. I was a pear-shaped ballerina. They got it from their daddy. Anyway, so y'all know when your kid is fast and they the little fastest kid in school. My daughter used to just get the little medal for the mile every year. Y'all know two white boys like ganged up and like worked together to keep her. Oh my God, I'll never forget it. One of them was timing and another one was like doing whatever they could do to like take her to girl. These people they feel like our children have some kind of advantage and that they are the reason. They don't blame themselves. Girl, I was a pear-shaped ballerina. I really was. I really was. I have seen it up close. Y'all, are we gonna get all of our live goals? Because I would love to. I would love to read rest and inspiration reading for us. Jennifer, thank you. Thank you for coming on in. I appreciate you. We do have superpowers. We do. What other news am I missing? Oh, let's talk about y'all stunt queen in chief and NATO. I knew that was going to be a mess. Paul, first of all, okay, so we have a NATO summit that's taking place in Turkey. Let me pull up the story. First of all, did y'all see when y'all stunt queen in chief got off Air Force One? That man get off Air Force One, he can't walk in a straight line. He be bobbing and weaving, and he goes over here, and then he goes over there, and people be trying to like get around him to rally him. Air One had to chase him around and kind of follow him and tell him where to go and like where to walk. It's been a mess. I remember telling Coach Dad, I was like, this ain't gonna be nothing but a mess. Let's see what he does and what kind of mess. He got a 400-euro head start, but still can't win. Yeah, without cheating. He's coming for Spain. Okay, here's the reason. Now, here's his justification. Because I asked that myself. I was like, again, wait, why are they mad at Spain again? So he said, we're cutting off all trade with Spain. Okay. Okay. What's the problem? The stunt queen says that Spain is not paying their portion of the defense and NATO defense. Because as far as he's concerned, he's a criminal. We know this, right? That's why Republicans, that's another reason Texas voters stop getting mad at like black people and black voters. Ken Paxton is a danger because Republicans like that shit. They like the malfeasance, they like the skullduggery, they like the adultery, they like they like the cheating and the fraud and the scamming. They like that shit. They would love to do that. They would love to get away with crimes. So don't get mad at black people and black voters because Republicans love crime. Look at who they installed in the White House. And like Plies said, y'all elected a criminal and are mad that the thief is robbing you. Yeah, his cognitive abilities on a serious decline. Paying his companies and contractors. The corruption is so bad, y'all. That's one of the things that really fucks with my spirit. It's so bad. And with these prediction markets and shit, like I'm convinced that's one of the reasons he called the head of FIFA to get Balogun back into the game. It's disgusting. The corruption is so gross. They are robbing the F out of us. I remember talking to us about America 250 versus Freedom 250. Straight fraud, straight saying, yeah, donate to this, and then giving them the wiring instructions to their own little fund. More Perfect Union did an expose in this corruption yesterday. Couldn't finish watching it. It's one of those things that makes me so mad. I literally have to stop. I do have to take care of myself because the corruption is so bad. And these whites that make up his base, these uneducated, ill-informed voters, just I was like, these people must really, I don't understand how racism is filling their bellies, but man, they love it. This man has taken away that like SNAP benefits, like talking about we don't need communism and socialism. I'm like, how many of these whites getting checks? They don't understand where nothing comes from. They don't get it. But I guess that racism is filling up their bellies, and I guess that racism is filling up their gas tanks. That's all I can say. That's all I can imagine is happening and going on. But yeah, girl, the reason he's got a beef with Spain is because he says Spain ain't paying, is not, he says that Spain is not participating in the protection racket. And also Spain said, yeah, and we're not gonna let your planes land. And since that's Spain was like, literally, since that's how you want to act, you can't land your planes here on the way to Iran. Speaking of which, we at war with Iran. That peace deal, which we knew wasn't nothing but a piece of paper, we back at war with Iran. Talking about soda to excuse starving millions of people. Yes, because they want to feel better about their low station in life. Exactly. And they are mad at us. They feel, and they thought when they elected this man, this is what they can't say. It's also because they're not articulate enough to say it and they're not introspective enough. A lot of them, I mentioned this earlier on the panel, so many of them are programmable meat puppets. They not that smart. They can't think. God only knows based on how much they love the stunt queen and they love all this pedophilia and they love all this criminality. They love all this shit. God only knows what's going on in their homes. That's another reason not to let our kids hang out with them because God only knows. And it's hard. I feel guilt myself because Lord knows mine have gone to PWIs. Right. I hate we have to do it, but that's why we gotta talk to them. Ain't God only knows what's going on in they damn houses and what they're seeing. Oh, let me see. We've had JD Vance, DEI recipient, correct. We've had Ken Paxton, Hot Rod Abbott, and John Cornyn for years as Texan. They can't use him as a threat. Yep, that's what they like. They like that shit. They see him and they like all of that. So with Spain, so Spain said, F you, you can't land your planes here. Yeah, no, we ain't paying none. So that's why we're in the beef with Spain. Also, Papal fell asleep. This is another, oh my God, the hypocrisy. Papal fell asleep. Y'all know when we're visiting other nations and we have that little tete-a-tete, we do the little sit down with the other national leader in the gold chairs. Do y'all know that man? And they take, and there's a press conference and they take questions. So, like Erdogan sitting right here, the stunt queen is sitting right here. Y'all know that man fell asleep. Kate Stiles says they feel financially equally with the rich in their false sense of superiority over us. Indeed. They are mad at us. They are mad at our educations. They are mad at the cars. They are mad that we were able to buy a house in that neighborhood. They be stalking us on Facebook. Your little pinch face co-worker be looking at your thank you so much, Cali Vet. Thank you. And I'm grateful to my adopted state of California too. They're mad at us. They be seeing us on our little vacations. I think some of the ugliest, nastiest comments I've ever seen on Facebook was a black woman who was an influencer and she was a travel and she was a cruise influencer and fucking Four Seasons or the Ritz Carlton or whichever one of them new cruise lines that are like ultra luxury, man, sent her on an influencer trip. I ain't never seen so much anger and nastiness and racism from white folks in a comment in my life. That's why I don't stay on Facebook too much. They are mad at us. And they thought that voting for that man was going to automatically give them our jobs. They thought it was going to automatically give them the benefits of the education that we got. They thought that it was going to make them the ones that are popular, give them the styles, make them the ones. They are angry at us for everything we have earned and achieved. That's why when they say stuff like, that's why when they were talking about like segregation, we're like, yep, let's go back to segregation. Because like what happens whenever we build something? What do? Tulsa, Rosewood, they burn it down because they can't stand it. They can't stand their mediocrity. They can't stand that even within these institutions that were not built for us, that were not made for us, that we succeeded, that we won, whatever the fuck this American dream is supposed to be, we got it. They can't stand it. I know women in my health club be looking at me like, why is this bitch here in the middle of the day? And I be just amping it up. I be fucking with them because I know it glitches them. I know a lot of them are like, how does bitch even here? I love like you be in an Uber or you be taking something and they be asking you, are you on your way to work? And I'm like, no, I'm on my way to get I'm on my way to a waxing appointment. I'm on my way to exactly. Pay me the equity. Watch me reverse all the decks. Indeed. I don't exactly. Exactly. DEI, BLM, CRT, affirmative action. What are you gonna? And then there's yep. And then they still mad. Exactly. They're still angry. And they can't stand our joy. That is why joy is baked into the cake with the 92% movement. They not gonna have me and or us out here sad and upset. Not gonna happen. They live in a neighborhood full of Stepford wives. They can't understand that I'm working in heavily. Yeah, they can't stand it. Mm-mm. 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 Nope. Sure can't. They live in a neighborhood full of yep, that is so true. Yeah, that black joy drives them crazy. That's why I knew this was gonna happen. I'd say this all the time. I knew two things happened at the end of President Barack Obama's his last term. I knew when Beyonce performed on the Country Music Awards, and the way they treated her, and they sat there looking at her like, in that audience, I was like, uh-oh, oh no. And then when I saw that President Obama's Christmas card, y'all, that last Christmas card, y'all go look it up. It's beautiful. Michelle, the girls were like in Balenciaga gowns. It looked like royalty. They look so good. I was like, these white people gonna go crazy when they see this. They gonna go insane. It's gonna be terrible. They are so angry. They can't stand the black excellence. I don't even know if it's black excellence. I don't know if it's just being our natural selves. That's just who we are. Seriously, they're turning sour in their cruelty. They are mad at us, and that's why they elected this man because they can't stand it. Because it flies into the face of the lies that white supremacy and these oppressors have fed them. I'm convinced. I am convinced that's what it is. And y'all, I'm sorry I ran on like that. Let me see. Exactly. They can't stand joy. Joy is our biggest asset. Are you on your way to work? Nope. I live it like, yep. Nope. Mm-mm. Sure don't. I did my work for today. I did the sunshine report today. Ooh, I be wearing them out. They're so confused with me. They are so confused. I love it. I love it too. I do. And they can suffer. They can suffer. They can just suffer. Child, the coordinated olive green coat and leather gloves on the actually set the tone. They weren't ready for all that fabulousness. That's why everybody fell out about that damn tan suit. Couldn't stand it. It flies in the face. That's why you will always, even homeless, crazy people, they'll always throw out the N word. And one of my favorite things to say back is, what a waste of whiteness. You whiten everything. Look at you. Had all the advantage. What did somebody say? They destroyed my hotel, Altadena. I'm gonna be loud about it. Indeed, same. I be in my beautiful garden with my dog in the middle of the day. They can't stand it. Flaunt it. Be joyful. Be joyful if for no other reason than it drives them crazy. It's like Monsters Inc. I say it all the time. They would rather us be afraid. They want that energy from us. They don't know what to do with our joyful energy except try to steal it, try to aura farm it. That's all they do. That's why with Nicki Minaj, like, won't nobody else have shit to do with him. So here he is, like, he needs to R farm some cool. Ain't no cool on their side. Ain't no talent on their side. That's why don't nobody show up to their Great American Fair and these fucked up concerts. Yeah, I speak to a homeless person first. They ask me what I do. I say, nothing. I say I'm an angry black girl podcaster, and then but I know all the soccer moms have found my content now. They terrified. They be seeing me. Thank you, Blacker Tony. Thank you. I be wearing them out. I know they stressed out. I know they stressed out. I know they don't understand me and mine. I love my Pilates studio, predominantly black. Oh, girl, and we be there in the middle of the day. I found a studio over in Richmond. I'm excited to try. Yeah, me too. Nothing. What you doing? Nothing. Girl, they can't stand that. It especially drives them crazy with black women. Cause people don't like when I say this, but I'm telling you, they would do anything. It's white women right now, if they can snap their fingers and have us back in their house, nursing they damn brats, cooking their food, sleeping on a pallet by their floor, they would do it in a second. They can't stand it. They cannot stand it, and they're gonna have to just suffer. They're going to just suffer, be doing everything and do it leisurely, do it with a smile on your face. Girl, I be fucking with them. I can't wait till I get rid of this blow. I'm gonna wash my hair. I got a cortisone shot in my knee, so I didn't want to aggravate my knee, so I took a week off, so I haven't sweated my hair out, which is why this blowout has lasted as long as it lasted. But y'all, the way I be fucking with them when I walk into the club, especially by club, I mean my fitness club, because those days are well behind me. Y'all, I be fluffing it up and I make it big. I especially love it when it's natural and it's just big and crazy. Boy, when I walk in, and especially after something crazy political happened, Halicue, what's going on? I'm like, fine, great, fine. How are you? Very successful, thank you. Ooh, and don't let them fuck around and ask me. Don't let them fuck around and ask me how my kid's doing. Very well, thank you. Oldest started her job. Scary Scorpio, captain the soccer team, all A's. How are you? Girl, I be fucking with it. Oh my god, I will put on an act that will. I'm a Leo, y'all. Girl, I'll pull out all my dark shit. I will act it out on you. Y'all fucking with the wrong one. I'll be obnoxious now. I'm gonna fuck with your spirit now if you mess with me, because I know what they do, and they don't like to see us happy. They don't like to see us well resourced. They don't. They do. When you say you're fabulous, not a care in the world. Things are great. What are you guys doing for the summer? What are you? Oh, I shouldn't take so much pleasure in that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, y'all, but I do. Yeah, they hate girl. And I'm like, well, if your joy is gone, I'm like, I'm sorry. I be filled with the spirit of black women when I leave my house. I be happy. I truly do. Girl, they hate to see it. And I'm here to keep my foot on their neck. I'm coming back for old and new. Yeah, and be traveling all summer. They don't want to hear that. Where are you guys going for vacation? Namibia. You know, one of the girls really wanted to go, and her dad takes her everywhere. Oh, they can't stand it. They can't stand it. Y'all, let me stop talking about my passive aggressive trolling of the oppressor. What else is going on in the news? Okay, so y'all, stunt queen in chief, it fell asleep literally on camera again with Erdogan sitting right next to him on camera. Like, not in a meeting, but literally with the cameras at the part where all you got to do is stay awake for 15 minutes to answer these questions. Passed out. They don't ever talk about it. I'm not even gonna get on journalists. They expect me to sound one way, then I hit them with the proper talk. They shocked because they don't understand that a lot of us don't look like where we've come from. Do you know what I mean? A lot of them don't they don't understand that they don't know me the way y'all know me. Y'all, the way I share like Mississippi, trauma, violent home, being a black woman in America. I'm telling you, like every black girl in America, like at some point we got, oh, that's wonderful, sweetheart. You're so smart. You're such a good reader. You're so pretty. You're so da 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 da. You're so good at that. You're so good at piano. Listen, you're going to have to work 10 times harder as everybody else. So just letting you know off top, a lot of us got that talk in second or third grade. Girl fell dead asleep, mother of ritual. I ain't never seen nothing like it. The hypocrisy and the stupid, it stings. They always got to give, oh, you speak so well. People are too terrified to do that with me, Riley. Yeah, we're totally trilingual. I love that you said that, the Virgin one, because we do. We can hide language within language. And you fuck around, and those of us black women that are neurodivergent too, like we've learned how to mask. Oh my God. I'm like, I'm a black woman in America. I could put on any face. I can say anything. I can handle any situation because we were brought up in the fire. I grew up in Southern Mississippi. Are you kidding me? To the parents of strivers. You have no idea what I'm capable. Like, you have no idea what black women are capable of, what we're capable of doing. Please. And also, we know y'all, we've been studying you, we've been surviving you since we were born. We have been surviving you for centuries. I remember telling a white woman this, and I'm like, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you. I was pointing out to her. I was like, y'all the ones that need to work. Here's us in the way, because they always like to be like, well, we need, well, do you feel like your community turns out to vote? I was like, I don't know. If we were to look at the data, that would be a yes. Y'all the ones with the problem. And y'all need to work on it. I was like, I'm trying to help you. Hey, 92%. Hey, Mimi B. That newer spicy sauce kicks in. They're real confused. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They can never. And they know that. That's why they're so mad. Also, another reason they're mad. We have so diverged from the news. I'm gonna follow up on the news. Wait, let me see. What's that last statement? I lost it. Hey, 92%. Yeah, they're real confused. There was one more I read. That's why, and they could never, and they know that. That's why they're so mad. Oh, y'all, I lost it. Maybe it'll come back. It was another reason they're mad at us. I forget. It'll come back. It'll come back. Y'all forgive me. I tell them not, no stress with me. Yeah, none. I'm not gonna let them, because they thrive on that. And that's another thing we need to teach our children too. Ain't no need. Dr. Goldie, thank you. I can't tell you what an honor this is. I truly love your platform and I love what you're doing. Oh, right. Asking about voting. And I love telling them, I'm like, yeah, no, we're fine. Y'all the one that need to work. And I believe in you. I believe y'all can do it too. I love turning them around on that. I'm like, no, we absolutely got that. No, really, from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it. And thank you for turning me on to Tickfinity until these and even after, I want to understand what it is, because I really do want sound to be more part of the live. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, y'all the ones that need to work. Thank you for being title gifter, Blacker Tony. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Yeah, we're fine. We got it. We're the only ones that are able to weather this shit. because we're the only ones that's been through something and had to weather it. They're so complacent and undeveloped. They hate when we laugh and have a fabulous time. Yeah, it irritates them. And they're gonna have to be okay with it. We're not. That's how. Yeah, they're gonna have to just deal, and they're gonna have to suffer. They're gonna have to deal, and they're gonna have to suffer through it. Not our problem. Their problem. Not our problem. Y'all, let me see. Trade with Spain. Oh, I knew he was gonna make an ass of himself at this NATO summit. He's also still demanding freaking. He's still demanding Greenland. Yeah, she said, and I ain't tipping no more. Her divine alchemy always says tipping is a problem, and tipping should be like we should be paying people a living wage, and I absolutely agree. Um, demanding Greenland. Oh, and he keeps confusing Zelensky with Putin. Incompetence, working on dementia, and lack of health. Hey, Allison, how are you doing, my mom? Allison, y'all get into Allison's world. Allison and I have been in these internet streets since Clubhouse days. Yes. Yeah, so it's a mess. So he keeps calling Zelensky Putin. He's demanding Greenland again, which has made some people say you keep fucking around and we gonna activate. What's going on, Preston? What is it? Is it Article 4 or 5? What is Article 5 of NATO? Is it Article 4 or Article 5 of NATO treaty? If an attack on one is attack on all. The principle of collective defense, and somebody they're finally saying if you keep fucking around like this talking about like you want to take Greenland because this is all the dumb shit. When I when I think about diplomacy in this country and how far it's gotten, when I think of how unprepared they are when they show up to these meetings and summits, it's so embarrassing. The world really can't stand us now. Coach Dad just gave me some statistic called Zelensky Putin. He's got them mixed up in his head. He ain't never been smart. He ain't never been able to retain information. Now, the dementia and the fucked up diet and whatever super soldier drugs they keep pumping him full of got him fucked up in the brain. Exact girl, put you on the podium. You would be the girl. We could put my neighbor's cat or dog on the podium with one of those pads. Y'all know the little pads the dogs be hitting to talk. And we could do a better job than that, man. It's embarrassing. I know Ralph Bunche is rolling in his grave. So he keeps calling Putin Zelensky. He keeps saying dumb shit off the top of his head because he ain't never prepared for a meeting. He don't read. He couldn't, if that man had to name you 20 countries, he couldn't, 20, 10. By himself, he couldn't do it. Okay? He wants to cut trade with Spain, falling asleep on Erdogan. In general, he's showing his entire monkey ass at the NATO summit. They gonna stop inviting us. And the last thing I want to talk about, we covered her divine alchemy. I hit Nicki Minaj for you, girl. Thank you for turning me on to that. Mitch McConnell is brain dead if he's not in the upside down or in the fifth concentric circle of Hades. Y'all know I'm deconstructed. Y'all stunt queen in chief made an utter ass of himself like at NATO. And Platner, finally, the violent rapist that everybody wanted us to get on board with. And again, I'm gonna respond in case anybody's here. Thank you for sending your first gift, the Daily Heart Me. I appreciate that. Y'all, this is the Sunshine Report. We're about to wrap up the news. All right, so now the mainstream media is running with dims and disarray. Hey, Mimi B, thank you for that Daily Heart Me. Everybody get your Daily Heart Me before you take off. Get your Daily Heart Me and collect your 45 viewer points. Okay, like before you go, this is a reciprocal relationship. Shout out to Lauren Hill. This is a reciprocal relationship. So please collect all your points. I appreciate you so much. So Platner, hey Marie, Platner, the Senate candidate, they're not embarrassed enough for me. They need to get together. Girl, embarrassed. What is embarrassment? Girl, what you talking about? Kay Styles. Embarrassed. Shameless. Shameless. They are shameless. They are ignorant and loud. Oh, let me hit these comments over here. Oh, Tiff, nah, girl, you're not, no, you're not, you don't have nothing to feel sorry about. Tiff critiques asks, am I wrong for wondering when the forever nap is coming? I keep saying all we need is a blood clot the size of my fingernail to do its job. That's all we need. That's all we need. That's how I know those shooting attempts were all fake. Because as good as Americans are with guns, they had one job. Okay. And Tiff Critiques also says Black Joy. Let me put this up. Show on the screen. Black joy is the vibe, the way, the truth, the light, and our healing. That is so correct. That's why we're not gonna have no movement that's joyless. To hell with that. He can't even stay awake. I don't think he's gonna make it through the next year or two. Let's from your lips to the goddess's ears. Oh my gosh. I'm tired of it. You know, the only thing that really irks my spirit is the corruption. Everything else I get, they're just gross, avaricious, pedophiles, venal, disgusting. Like it's all about money and sex. God only knows what spiritual. Oh, hello, Ellison. Thank you. Thank you. I love it. God only knows, like, they're just driven by lust and greed, and they'll do anything to keep it. And also spiritually, heaven only knows. People are predicting next month. Fingers crossed up in this piece. Fingers crossed. Have I got? Oh, I've already got my playlist. I got a dress. Y'all think I'm playing? I got shrimp frozen in the freezer right now. That's for the gumbo. I'm gonna make. I'm not even lying to you. I am making a gigantic pot of gumbo, and I'm gonna have on a red dress, and I'm gonna play samba music, and I'm gonna be ladling out gumbo in my little town square. And I'm not even exaggerating. We have a town square. Y'all gonna know when it happens. I got 3 bottles of non-alcoholic champagne ready to go. It's gonna be a party. I'm tired of this shit. This is crazy. Black women got it hard enough without this shit. That's why I'm so glad we're building. I think of what we're doing in our movement as building a city quietly in the ruins. Just quietly. Girl, champagne and dress ready, Nikki Sentiment. Yes, indeed. I got a playlist. Yes. I know what I'm wearing to the funeral. I got a old nasty black hat that I bought in London when I was the boss's wife. You used to have to go to weddings. Oh, I had a whole collection of wedding hats. Y'all know they love hats in London. I'm ready to go. Yeah, a brand new day on repeat. Indeed, high kicks and everything. Oh, I don't know how I'm gonna be celebrating every day. Happy sit and stir for 2 hours, an extra large batch of rye just for the occasion. Yes. Oh, it's gonna be a celebration the likes of which ain't nobody ever seen. Girl, you got a shimmery floral number hanging in the closet. Yes. There's a rabbit hole and take. Yeah. Oh, those has to be fierce. Always looking for a girl. I got one. I'm ready to go. I'm sure Vance got a special mascara. Oh, he gonna be tap dancing. He gonna be excited. Cool in the gang at the ready. Correct. I believe it's coming too. He's a mess. Go back and look at that video of him getting off Air Force One. Or which isn't even Air Force One. It's a Qatari jet. He is riding around in a Qatar. Just the corruption is the thing. Corruption is, if there's anything that actually makes me a teeny bit angry, is the corruption. It really is. I got my bikini. She ready? She said you're gonna be out on the green, in a bikini playing ultimate frisbee. Don't get me started on that jet. Yeah, it's so vile, which is illegal to have. It is everything about it. Do y'all know our allies are saying that we're a security risk? You know what that means? That means they selling secrets to the adversaries. Elaine Chao just ran her ass to China. We're a nation in decline. And I think she knows and understands. I think she knows and understands. Like, and I ain't even got no beef with China. I really don't. Truly, I don't. And that's another thing somebody said. Another black woman said, as much as this man is talking about communism, he loves Kim Jong Un. He loves Xi Jinping loves communists. But see, his people too stupid to know and understand that and put two together because they don't think, they're not that smart. Y'all, let me get us out of here. I'll be talking to us all day. Let me get us out of here. I am so grateful. Didn't I hear that? Yeah, Till ran off to Argentina. Argentinians are racist. They not beating the allegation. Yeah, leveraging that power before it. Girl, I think he's already checked out. I think he must have died when she left. Mm-mm. I have not. Whole admin can be bought and sold. Indeed. These prediction markets, the short selling, the man buys stock in Dell, then gets on TV talking about buy Dell computers. Yeah, I think he's been gone. It is, yeah, move. There we go. That's probably what's going on. That probably is it. It probably is. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hope they don't win either. Like they for racist for real. Elaine created Mitch. Yep, and left. I know that man is going. This is another like journalist. If journalists were really journalists, it would be somebody that would have caught a picture of him line up. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I'm not morbid like that. I don't want to see pictures of someone that is brain dead, but somebody needs to be doing better work giving us this information and telling us what's really going on. Yeah, he's Weekend at Bernie's now. That's why I don't have a whole lot of respect for like these so-called legacy media journalists right now because somebody needs to be all over that. It should have been pictures and documents and medical shit. Like somebody should have let us know by now. Somebody should have let us know. And they're so vile. I could see them either A, cremating that man or keeping him on some kind of respirator or some shit the way Aaron was talking about just to get something. There's some kind of last minute power grab or sell or money cashing out that they're trying to do right now. Or she might be over there. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. Truly, there is not. Y'all know what I like to see in the chat as we get ready to say goodbye. Could y'all please help us get started with that, please? In every lifetime, I would so appreciate it. I really would. In every lifetime. Y'all know we got started with our conversation today. Girl, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be the whole thing is so vile. Thank you, Silvana. In every lifetime. Y'all know how we like to do it. Y'all know. Thank you so much for being here today. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for this conversation. I feel so much better after every time, in every lifetime. In every lifetime, may I come back as a Black woman. In every single lifetime. Woo, y'all, this has been one today. Thank you all so much. All right, before we go, keep them on the vanilla, no quality of passing. No, I can't even imagine. It's a mess, but I want some proof. I know that man is gone, or it's only I know it's not but one synapse and two neurons and half a synapse going on up there. But somebody needs to uncover like what is going on. I also think the governor needs to just go on ahead and do his thing. Surprisingly, Mitch was talking to Republicans yesterday after 3 weeks. Yeah, the lies. Ain't nothing but a lie. That's how we got started. Talking about people gonna learn about Black women, and it's gonna be time for us to start burning their asses like the stove. They gonna learn that fat meat is greasy, and they gonna learn they can't touch a hot stove. We are the hot stove. And y'all, before we go, I want to end with gratitude. Today, I'm grateful that we are learning something that many women are never taught. That's another reason they can't stand like us. This is what I was gonna say. They can't stand that we Black women, they say one of the reasons they hate us so much is that we are just freer. We are just freer. Even with all of the oppression and the nightmare and abuse we got to deal with, and our expression and our beauty and our history and our pride of who we are and our enslaved ancestors, they can't stand it. I know they hate that we call ourselves foundational Black Americans now. I know they hate it because that means it's something they used to be able to make us feel ashamed about. They can't anymore. They can't. Yeah, devils don't like thank you, gold. Oh, gold, they be dropping gems. Yeah, that's true. So true. And so many of them are husks. They are programmable meat puppets. Ain't nothing in there. I be telling my daughters, I was like, yeah, y'all know NPCs, the way they call. I was like, that's really who some of them are. They are soulless. They are soulless. Yeah, they have a hard time with our freedom. We're Black women, we're just freer than most. Because we're also not trying to, sometimes I believe we're freer than our men. Because we're not trying to chase patriarchy and acceptance like that. We're not. We're not. We're freer to be ourselves, to love ourselves, to appreciate ourselves no matter what. And one of the things I'm grateful for is that we are learning something that many women are never taught, that softness and strength can exist together. That intelligence is a form of protection. Discernment for ourselves is a form of protection. One of the things we do in this space, we're proud we survived and we built this country, and they don't like us speaking up about it either. They don't like us telling them that. They don't like us telling everybody, wait up, wait, back up. Y'all built this country. Let us go back to the original recipe of these bricks that the foundation of this country was built on. Our blood and our sweat is mixed up in that the liquid from our body and the birth pains. Black women, we used to step off the we used to step off the line. We used to step out of the cotton row, give birth to babies, and have to get up and then get right back to working. The blood from our bodies that is like soaked into the soil. That was the original recipe for the bricks. Our blood and our sweat, our afterbirth is baked into the cake. And they don't like that we're saying it. When like immigrants built this country, we'd be like, hold up, wait a second. And being stern isn't being mean or angry. Yeah, we just take shit seriously because we have to. We don't get the pleasure and the privilege. That's one of the reasons I love the little whimsical black girls. I'm like, girl, keep being whimsical. Big sister got you. Be whimsical, baby. Be whimsical. Walk around in your fairy dresses. Go to BlurCon. Big sis got you. We serious enough for everybody. Y'all be free. Frolic. We got it. Okay, exactly. The masonry. They are pissed. They do not like us telling them about it. But what we're doing in this space, what we're doing is the 92%. We are using our discernment now as a form of protection, our humor as a form of protection, our boundaries are a form of protection. Ooh, let me catch this. Kentucky Gov asked Mitch to fully update the people on his status. I ain't gonna get no update. That's why journalists need to do it. And cuss people in her divine alchemy said it, cuss people the fuck out. Girl, I'm telling you, I'm really taking that as something I'm doing now. Like I got to curse people out, otherwise I'm gonna get sick. I owe it to black women to stay well. So fuck you. That's why I got started saying seriously when I heard that like Scott Jennings getting on TV lying to our faces talking about a phone call with Mitch McConnell. I was like, you know what? I was brought up to be a lady, but fuck you. Scott Jennings, please. Please go straight to hell. And I have to say it now because I don't want to be sick. Okay? I don't want to be sick. So I'm taking my black girl vitamins and telling the truth. Seriously, clear the throat chakra. And I'm going to twerk while I do it. Seriously. Really. So many of us, we were taught for years that being good, being a good woman, a good black woman, meant being endlessly fucking available, endlessly forgiving, endlessly accommodating, endlessly when we don't get our candidate or people like fuck us at the polling station, just get in line, support Graham Platner, fuck Graham Platner. I didn't sit on a hotline for damn 4 years of my life answering domestic violence calls and holding women's hands during rape kits to get in line to support a goddamn Nazi mercenary oyster farming violent rapist. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. That's not love. That's not what it means to live a full spectrum life that they don't want black women to do, because God help us if we start getting healthy and happy and joyful and fulfilled and prioritizing ourselves. The whole thing falls the fuck down. Love without boundaries. This is one of the things they teach you in therapy, becomes self-abandonment. We're not doing that anymore. And I am so grateful that the 92%, we are discovering a different way. We are learning as black women to keep our soft hearts without surrendering our sharp minds. We are learning that kindness does not require access. We can be compassionate without complying to these hoes. We can be generous to each other when we start focusing. Think of just tipping alone to our own black nail techs instead of giving this 20-30% that we were given to other communities. That alone, yes, and that we can rest, Sabrina. We absolutely can. Rest is a spiritual tool that they have not wanted us to have. You all, thank you for visiting the gift gallery. I see that more of us now are did we achieve all of our gift goals? Y'all, did we achieve? I'm gonna read us one just in case, because I think we did. Because we did. We're becoming women. I love this. Like, we're becoming, if we think about our beautiful, soft, valuable hearts, we are learning when we need to lock the goddamn door. We want to have we were trying for years to just have an open door policy. Anybody that wants to be involved, no more. Click, click. Oh, girl, Wubsy, don't even worry about that. Girl, keep practicing your self-care and post pictures of your vacation. I'm new in here, but I'm loving. Good, Rabbit. Welcome. Welcome. You are welcome here. All right. So we're becoming women who know exactly when to open the door and when to lock that bitch. We're embracing every gift we have been given. And that's what makes us the hot stove. Our intelligence, our wit, our creativity, our humor, our insight, economic power, political wisdom, and our ability to say no. Yeah, not this time. What you mean? Black women have always, I know, right? I know. And tell them how, I'm sorry, I'm a member of the 92%. We can't do it. Sorry, can't do it. I ain't got nothing for you, man. Can't help. Not this time. We gave at the office. We gave at the office. And this is not us. Everybody always wants to put their shit on us. We're not hard, but we are sharp tongued. And people gonna start getting the sharp side of our tongue. They gonna stop fucking with us. They're gonna realize this stove is hot. This is especially true when dealing with toxic family members. That's another thing. Everything that we're learning in the 92% movement, mental liberation, economic activism, organized indifference, ritualizing our wellness, sacred rest, boundaries, valuing our time, stacking our power. All of these things are useful and applicable. We can zoom out with it and talk about it politically and in a like socio-economic or in a global way. We can also narrow that shit down and be practicing it every day in our own personal life. Exactly. I'm saying, Dr. Goldie said, yeah, try Jesus. Don't try Black women no more. You're not going, yeah, it ain't going to work the way it used to work. You're not going to like what you get. Decentering everything except ourselves. And I promise you, Sabrina, I promise you, won't nothing good. It's best for everyone when Black women take care of and prioritize ourselves. I promise you, if I'm lying, I'm flying. I promise if I'm lying, I am flying. Brown Desert Bloom. I finally figured out the family feels entitled to my feelings and my space. No, thank you. See, that's another way they manipulate us. It's your family. It's anything to keep us disarmed. They'll use anything. Our own families will do it against us. Why? And a lot of this shit are the last remaining filaments of slavery. It's the detritus of slavery. In every way, we are letting go of all of that. I promise you, the more Black women center and focus on ourselves, the better and the healthier we get in general. I know this is true. And this is not us becoming hard. This is not us becoming stone-faced or stone-hearted. This is us becoming whole. Whole. For the first time. Yeah. Stop talking to people in your family who are toxic. It's just true. People gonna have to be patient with Black women while we heal and while we move into our next iteration. Everybody's gonna be fine. They're not gonna be fine because we've been carrying everybody. But they'll find their legs. They'll be all right. And if they don't, maybe they'll fall the fuck into line when we come back into power, into leadership. They'll be fine. And y'all, let me do our last little. I definitely want to do. Woo! What is our rest and inspiration reading from the rest deck? The more I sleep, the more I wake up. I will stay in rest. Beautiful, bold Black women of the 92%. Productivity is a myth. There is no need to rush at this moment. Black women of the 92%, make time to sit with your eyes closed for 5 minutes. Rest your beautiful eyes. Focus on your breathing. Visualize warm softness wrapping around you like a fluffy blanket. Let the sounds in the room wash over you. You can just be. All right. I want us to take that into the day. Girl, get this deck, please. It's in my showcase. Go get it. It's called the Rest Deck 50. We have used this deck so much, girl, I can't even read. This deck was brand new when our movement started. I bought it about a year before we even started. Our movement even began, before we birthed ourselves. I knew I was going to need it for something. I used it myself in my own personal rest, meditation, and inspiration. 50 practices to release grind culture. This is created by Dr. Tricia Hersey. I think it's one of the most beautifully packaged decks ever. I am so glad you were here, Sabrina. Thank you for joining our family. Could everybody please grab your daily heart me? I'll read it one more time. Yes, indeed, I will. Kali. I like Kali, by the way. I like that Kali energy. The more I sleep, the more I wake up. I just want to say rest is a sacred tool they have denied Black women for far too long. The more I wake up, I will stay in rest. Productivity is a myth. There is no need to rush at this moment. Beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women, it's called the rest deck. Beautiful, bold Black women, make time to sit with your eyes closed for 10 minutes. Rest your eyes, focus on your breathing, visualize warm softness. Y'all know Big Sis can't see. -11, -14. Focus on your breathing and visualize warm softness wrapping around you like a fluffy blanket. Let the sounds in the room wash over you. Black women are the 92%. You can just be. And we are exquisite and beautiful in our just being. Okay? Oh, y'all, they say over on the tube that is you that the Teresa Caputo, the Long Island medium, has made contact with Mitch McConnell. If she made contact with the upside down. Y'all, let's get out of here. I love us. You use the deck in your yoga classes. Well done. Isn't it a great deck? You can use it for damn near anything. And y'all, if you don't know what content to make, if you got a favorite deck, one of my favorite decks, two pals gave it to me, is the I believe I have this in my I believe I have it in my showcase too. Faces of Oshun. I don't really read from it because it's very personal for me and I do my meditations on it. I have it right here on my desk. But these are some beautiful ones. Thank you all so much. Enjoy your day. I hope everyone enjoyed the live. I know I had a good old time, as the main Darian said. I hope y'all did too. Y'all have had me on live. I think I've been on live since like 8, but I love every moment of it. So y'all, we're gonna do some little follow-up on the we're gonna do a little follow-up. Rabbit, thank you for being here. To everyone that was new today, thank you for being here. To everyone that joined us from, I'm so glad we do this every morning that I can around 8-ish. For the Sunshine Report. Again, it is our political news, joy, and intelligence briefing for Black women. Talk again soon. Have a wonderful day. And as I say at the end of every podcast, follow the Hey It's Halicue podcast. Please follow the Substack. Enter your business or your service. If you're a Black woman with a business or a service or a product, go over to the sunshinedirectory.info. And list your business. We are sharing resources and we are one appointment at a time. We are trying to facilitate the biggest wealth transfer. We are supporting Black women's businesses. Please follow the podcast over at my Substack. It's in my, it's in all of my links. I have enjoyed our time today. Girl, you got the eye cream. All right, girl, get that eye cream. I have a whole new thing I want to show us too. I have a lot of beautifully Black-owned products that are in the showcase. I have had the time of my life with us today. I leave here feeling 10 pounds lighter. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. And as I say at the end of every podcast, at the end of every live, to all the beautiful, bold, brilliant Black women of the 92%, and to those that are aligned with us truly, all the love in my heart. And I'm a triple Leo. I got a lot of love in my heart for us. That's who I wear this necklace for, is for us. That's who I wear it for. I wear it for us. I love us from the bottom of my heart. And to everyone else, as I always say, to everyone else, I want y'all to have a day that y'all voted for. All right? I want you to have the day that y'all voted for. This has been the Sunshine Report. Welcome. I am so glad everybody was able to join us today. I appreciate it. I was going to try to play our little theme song, but for whatever reason, it's tripping. I cannot wait. You have no idea if Dr. Goldie is still in here. She has no idea how her message came across like right on time, because Lord knows I got some work to do. It was a Sunshine Report. I love us. I will see us tomorrow morning. And then I'm going to see us on Friday at 4 o'clock. Thank you all for being with me. Same. In every lifetime. Every lifetime. I love us. I love us in every lifetime. Thank you all for being here today. I'm going to put our reading on my stories. I got 2 more videos coming out today. I love us. This has been a wonderful day. No, you're the best. No, you are. You do? You like it? Yay! I can't wait till I can play it properly on live. Love us. Thank you. Thank you for your generosity today. Thank you. Many blessings. Thank you, me, myself, and I. Thank you, KJ. I got my little notification, KJ. I can't wait. We're going to do an unboxing live. I can't wait. I literally feel like I could smell it like through the website. I can't wait. Love us. We deserve this time with each other every day. We deserve it. We deserve. Girl, I made this song on Suno. Love us. See us tomorrow. Love you 92%. Uh-oh, thumb's not working. There we go. Love us. See us tomorrow morning. And to the tube that is you, love us. See you tomorrow.